internet doesn't die.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to... Why are the cams messed up? We just tested this.
You didn't even tell us you were starting.
I did. I said we were getting ready in 10 seconds.
No, that's not.
I literally did say that.
You said text crawl was finishing.
Which means we're starting. That always means we're starting.
You usually do like a little countdown, and then we're live, and then we're like, hello.
I felt like 10-second warning was good enough.
Okay, chat, we'll be back in 5 minutes. We're going to start the intro music again.
Redo it.
We're going to redo this.
Ridiculous. I gotta put up with this craziness.
Hey, you signed up for it, so...
We're not the one who used the wrong overlay when you started.
Shut up! I figured it out. Welcome to Star Wars DnD, everybody. Hopefully everyone is doing fantastic. Unfortunately, we were not able to do Awakening last week here on Dice and Fire, but it'll be returning Tuesday, so do not be afraid. Me and Mev were without power, so that's
fun.
Yeah,
I was without power for several days.
Yeah, Xylo, I'm sure didn't enjoy his break. Especially since you're also kind of ill during that time too, weren't you?
I mean, I had like a little something the first day, which was a little scary because I recently put myself, at greater risk for virus potentiality. But that's cleared up. Everything's feeling fine now.
It's been 2 weeks now too. You feel better, right?
This is the 2 week. Yep.
Stop!
I had a little cough yesterday too, and it's slightly there right now, but it's not like I don't feel the urge to cough constantly right now. So we're looking okay. So that was my week. Just a whole bunch of panic and then rapidly getting everything back in order. So far so good. How about you guys? How you been?
Same, right? No power. A little behind, like constantly behind on life. So I'm constantly stressed. And trying to frantically get a video edited before today's stream, which did not happen, so now we're gonna have to do that afterwards. But yeah. I'm actually kind of, like, full disclosure, glad we did not reschedule the Awakening stream and decided to just wait for next week because...
Yeah, it was too much for us.
Yeah, it was a little too much. Xylo had a lot of catch-up to do. I had a lot of work to do, and full disclosure, I'm not even ready for that episode, so... As you guys know, I do a lot of like music and sound effects and all that stuff, and it does take a lot of time to set up, and I'm not even prepared for it. But yeah, we'll be good to go Tuesday again for another episode of Awakening, and even better, we're back for Star Wars today, minus Dark. That's the best part.
Yeah, obviously last week we mentioned it. Dark was going to be unavailable this week, so we kind of made it work with the last session. We're going to make it work with this session. Then, at the moment, he should be back next week. So... we'll see what it comes down to with that.
And I'm going to put Mario on the spot here so that he has to do it. We are, actually, last week's Star Wars episode is coming out on the Dice and Fire channel today. So hopefully, if everything goes smoothly, today's stream will be going out tomorrow. So we're finally caught up with Star Wars on Dice and Fire.
Yep. Plan is, every time you see a stream of Dice and Fire now, the day after, it'll come out on the Dice and Fire channel.
Yep. So. Also, Mev, that's harsh of you to assume I already don't have the thumbnail ready.
You don't say that. It's just track record shows that,
And I'm not assuming anything. I'm just saying, if I say it out loud,
then you have to do it. Because now everyone will know you messed up. Not just us saying you messed up.
Yep.
Everyone will see it.
You're not just obligated to me and Xylo, you're obligated to 208 people who are watching right now, too. They're all going to be disappointed.
Witnesses.
What about all the 2,000 people who always watch our videos that come out on...
he didn't call you out in front of that. And to be fair, if you don't upload the episode, they'll never know you were called out.
Yep.
So it's a bit of a conundrum there when it comes to it. So we only got 200 people holding you to it.
But still better than just me and Xylo.
But how's your week been, Mario?
Been a bit hectic, I will admit. It's been a little crazy, but I got time. I sat down and got this session ready.
Nice.
Originally, I had planned a big battle, but then I realized Dark's not going to be here today, so I came up with something extra for you guys to do while you wait.
So this is gonna be a boring side episode, is what?
Yeah, filler
saying.
content.
Yep.
Well, not really. This is something you guys have been asking for me to do.
Oh no.
Not canon.
This could be bad.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, it's I love how chat has really latched onto this say it back thing, and I love it.
They really have. It's kind of great.
For those who don't know, Mario won't say it back, and Mev's a little hurt by it.
And now at this point, it's just a
Yeah. Whatever, Mario. Whatever. You just won't say it back. Don't ruin it.
Also, apparently, I smell. Chat seems to like to point that out.
Fantastic.
I'm pretty and Mev smells, so.
I know what they're saying is not I smell. Like, I have the ability to smell.
Of course.
Like, if there's cookies baking, I can smell them. That kind of thing.
Very much so. All right. Well, I guess now that we are all caught up, hopefully, chat, you're ready for an exciting session. And Mario, if we're ready to begin, take it away.
Yes. So, as I had you guys roll before this, you guys hadn't successfully made it back to the castle. And it's been about a day or so. The battle outside the enemy seems to be a little bit more disorganized. Ever since you guys have instead used the disruptor to feed back against themselves rather than just destroying it. The enemy seems to be very disorganized, as groups seem to be trying to communicate by sending parties to relay orders. And as you guys see this, you guys know that without proper telecommunications, they are not as organized as they should be and will not be able to respond as much. So, the king has been organizing a few more raids against the enemy to try to keep them disorganized as much as they can. But during all this, you guys have also been hearing word that the king has been able to organize his army, actually, outside, and have been making a proper headway against the enemy. And you guys have been getting some information as well from the outside. As such, one of them is something the king will like to call you all in for.
Very good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Suppose
We're not
assuming
in
we're
trouble.
back.
Yeah.
How could
it's
we
been about-
possibly be in trouble? We've saved the war.
I mean, we've hopefully done something to aid the war. We haven't saved anything yet.
Yeah, it's a pretty big deal, though. We will continue
It
to
is.
be pretty big deal.
I'm sure.
Yep. But as the
I was gonna say, can I just? You said it's been a couple of days since.
in about one day.
Oh,
Okay. So we've had a little downtime.
Mm-hmm.
Now that things aren't super hectic, I guess, are we all walking to the king's room at the same time?
We'll call it you guys are walking towards the war room, yes.
Okay. Is Callie walking with us?
I would imagine so. Maybe.
So Sylvn would probably turn to Callie and be like, "Oh, by the way, I've been meaning to mention this. We just didn't really have a good time.
Mention what?
Marriage, huh?"
Yeah.
If it's a sensitive topic, we don't have to talk about it. I just
I mean,
What's its
not
name? What does he look like?
well, he's one of you, which is precisely why I ran away.
Like one of me, like a very good-looking, smart individual?
No, one of your species.
Wow. So you're a squidist.
I mean, no, I just don't want to be wed to somebody. Number one, it was an arranged marriage. I don't even know the guy. And I just wasn't for that.
I suppose that's fair.
Understandable.
But given everything that's happened, I don't know if I regret that decision at all. But
From
see, I
what I
suppose.
understand, this refusal to marry sort of kicked off this whole disagreement, did it not?
I unfortunately think it's the main cause of everything that's going on right now. That's why I was a bit surprised that my father wasn't more upset with me. I knew my mother was going to be okay with the situation regardless, just as long as she knew I was safe, but my father so far has been handling it a little well.
Yes, I suppose. I mean, I do agree nobody should be really forced to marry anybody they don't want to, let alone don't know. I do hope it was worth it, though. It seems it has caused a lot of trouble. Trouble which we have seemed to get a handle on, actually, now that I mention it.
Yes, in hindsight, of course, you can think it's a bad idea, but at the time, you did not know you were going to set a war to have two groups of people on your planet fighting each other to the death.
Right.
Can Kayla roll me a quick insight check real quick, actually?
Insight?
Yes. Believe you guys have a roll like that? Something to, like, realize something?
What would that be?
Oh yeah, and it's in Awakening, it's what I make them roll like 80% of the time.
Yep.
Um,
That's notice.
Pretty much the same thing.
Let's see. That would be... You know what? Let's just do a sense motive. We'll treat it like that, actually.
okay.
Yeah, that is essentially what insight is here.
Kayla, you realize something. As quickly as you left, it seemed as though the Quarrens seemed to have been ready for this war for too quickly. It seemed like they were it seemed too suspicious that they had an entire army ready with the Trade Federation quickly on their side. Maybe something should have maybe this was a little too planned, as to say.
Just for my clarification, the Corns, they're the enemy we were fighting against, right?
Yeah, they're the me squids.
Gotcha.
Because it was only a matter of 2 weeks for them to assemble an army of this size prepped for it.
So you're
So I
saying
realized that just like while
You're talking about it, yes.
okay. Actually, now that we're on the subject, it seems a little suspicious that I was only gone for 2 weeks and they were able to get an army together this fast. So I wonder, I mean, the whole time we've been home, I've been blaming myself a lot for it, and I don't doubt that it had a little bit to do with the situation, but I have a feeling they had to have been planning this for quite some time before.
Well, the
yes.
Quarren are always ready to fight, but it is a bit suspicious.
Yeah, but being, you know, with the Trade Federation and just this entire army, it's a little too planned out, if you know what I mean.
Perhaps
Sounds
they are
like-
being manipulated by someone.
I don't know. Yeah, from the way you describe it, it's sounds like they were just waiting for a reason.
Right.
Maybe the Trade Federation has something more to do with this.
Maybe. Either way, we should go see what my father wants.
True. Yeah. But sorry again if I brought it up.
No.
You didn't want to talk about it. I've been meaning to ask about that since we got here.
It's
Can't
okay.
believe you're squidist.
Not what I... let's go.
Yeah, Ceph chuckles a little bit, clearly indicating he tried to joke. And, yeah, we continue walking to the war room.
Alright. As you guys enter the war room, the king is surrounded by many of his military advisors, all clamoring and talking about what they should be doing. One is yelling that they should be sending their troops to the northern trenches, to where the battle seems to be the heaviest. But one argues that keeping a steady defense line is the best way, and that have the troops diverse to try to find weaknesses in the enemy's bases. And then there's one in the back that just is clamoring for opening communications with the royalty to try to make peace, rather than sending more troops out to die. The king is in the center listening to it all, and he's just trying to organize his troops as best he can while during all this. Oh, I forgot to also mention, your Sith, your buddy is
Yeah.
actually with you guys as well. He's just been silent, walking in the back.
Okay,
Because I assume you're still trying to keep him close to try to keep an eye on him.
sure. Yeah, I
'Cause
mean,
you
I'm not
literally-
gonna I'm not keeping a heavy watch on him. I just wasn't gonna leave for a day and leave him with a bunch of vulnerable target. I bit my tongue. Ow.
So, as you guys do so, you guys are basically told that the king is busy. Give him a second, and the king just quiets everyone down, saying, "Quiet. We just got our armies back under our control. The best thing to do is figure out who was alive and who was not. You, and you, go and contact generals, contact commanders. I want to know what is happening out there. And you," and he talks to the one that was talking about peace, "just go and see what you can do. If it's possible to make peace without any more bloodshed, I want to find out if it's possible. Now go." As he orders everyone out of the room, that just leaves you and the queen in the back and your party. Yeah, good to see you made it.
Indeed.
Of course.
Sylvan's just sort of admiring the architecture.
Your rebreathers are still working fine, I guess. Your air intakes.
We look at Sylvn.
Yes, I'm fine. I think I'm fine. What?
You check-
How would I know if it wasn't?
He's breathing just fine.
You would be drowning.
Oh yes,
Or
I'm
suffocating.
definitely not doing that. So I suppose I'm okay.
All right. Well, it's good that you guys came. I have some news for you.
What is the news?
Okay.
We had gotten word from our longtime scouts, ones that were out there for a long time. They have gathered plenty of information on enemy movement, enemy tracking, but best of all, the location of an enemy stronghold. More importantly, the stronghold is home to a droid factory. The reason they seem to have so many troops on the front line as soon as we destroy them seems to be the reason. They have a droid factory within this stronghold. We need someone to go in and take it out.
Could be quite possible.
Just a question. We just heard the other, or was that you? We just heard somebody say they were going to see if there was any sort of peaceful outcome that could come with this without any more conflict. Should we not wait to see the results of that situation before we attack them again?
As much as I would love for this to be resolved peacefully, I know the Quarren royalty. They will not allow this to end with just a simple talk.
Certainly not
Although-
while they still have the advantage.
Oh, you
Exactly.
sent that person on a useless task then. I suppose they're
Yeah.
like,
A useless task would be if there was no chance of it. As long as there is a chance, you should always take it.
oh,
As
it's
a
a very
king,
chance. But don't you think attacking them at the same time as trying to reason with them would
That is-
lessen our chances?
that is why we're not sending our troops to attack the facility. I'm sending some Jedi to deal with it.
What's up? Yeah, okay. Yes, sure. I'm with you now.
But that being said, this facility seems to be pumping out many droids. From what the scouts have said, this facility is also to where they have been creating those super aqua droids. If we can take out this facility, we may be able to stop the production of them and make this battle a lot easier in our favor.
Could do.
Alright.
Let me guess, I suppose you want us to do it.
I mean, he kind of already said that.
Oh, right. Yes.
Yeah, lied.
Good. Solid guess then on my part.
Yes.
That helps you sleep at night.
So the king basically shows you on the map in the eastern trenches, the sea trenches where the enemy seems to be. It seems like a lot of droids are present in this area. When one of my scouts risked going in it to find out what was in it, they have found the facility.
Good to hear.
Alright. Sure, it'll be easy enough for us to take care of.
Fought many of these droids before. We've taken out droid factories before. Just put it together and boom. We got this.
Yes, my daughter had told me about the time you guys had literally entered a facility, a space station full of them.
Oh yes, there was that time too.
Good times.
Quick question just about your planet. Is there any, how should I put it? Land on your planet? Anything not covered in water?
He thinks there's land.
No, our planet is only sea-based. It is as if this universe is a very lackluster in the sense that it's only dominated by one tropical feature.
Okay, right. I was just asking because, you see, I have this ability to sort of channel the static electricity in the air, and can't really do that on your planet, unfortunately. Sort of puts me at a disadvantage, but it's fine. It's fine. I'll get by without it.
The shock master can't use the shock right now. All right. So as he gives you the coordinates to them, he also gives you a transport vehicle to try to make it there quickly. The question is,
seahorses.
I actually don't know if they have any sea
Of course
animal.
they have seahorses.
Rideable ones.
They're like mechanical seahorses. They're like little bike.
No, I want real ones.
Of course you do.
There might be some wild ones outside you could tame.
No,
Could be.
actually, that'd probably be the worst thing for her to tame and try to take with her, because there's no way of taking that on a ship or anything.
Oh no, she just puts the seahorse on the ship. It's like, all right. And then we take off the water drains out. It's just flopping on the ground.
Well, I think that's her point. She wants to take seahorses instead of this vehicle that he's giving us.
I'll just keep them back at the castle.
Yeah,
I mean,
more for
doesn't
castle
every
pets.
castle have stables? You know,
Where's its aqua
can't
stables?
have regular horses, so they have to have seahorses.
I'm actually looking for it right now to see if there's any creatures, but no, they just have whale-like creatures and regular fishes.
I'll take a whale.
I don't think you can tame these things. Oh, wait, no, they have a giant.
I have like 30 points in animal handling. If I can't tame them, I'm suing.
Well,
Oh, there's a giant eel-like creature that's supposed to be 10 times larger than a ship. There's also what looks to be a giant shrimp-like monster
we can ride that.
that is supposed to be the natural predator of your guys' species.
We don't ride that.
I can tame one.
Alright, I guess we
I
can
guess
take
we
the
can
aqua
take the
vehicles
transportation.
that we paint to look like a fish.
Whatever you guys want to do. You guys have paint.
we get in the vehicle.
I want to see your attempt to hold a wet paintbrush underwater and attempt to paint it.
Why would it be a wet paintbrush?
Because we're under.
We have painting technology down here.
I actually don't know how they.
Dry brushing technologies. Figured it out centuries ago, Mario. Come on.
Okay.
To be fair, I don't know how they paint things in Star Wars.
They probably have found a way.
It's like a tattoo put on metal.
Yep. We tattoo our ship. Anyway,
All
let's
right.
go. I'm driving.
No, you are not.
Why am I not driving?
Because you're not.
I can pilot this thing just fine.
You know, I'm honestly
I did
surprised Kayla
fine
didn't.
piloting us past the blockade. But fine. Go ahead, drive. I don't care.
I will.
He cares very much. He cares very much.
Xylo will remember this.
You mean Cephalopod will remember
Yep.
this?
good for you. So yeah, we venture that way, Mario.
All right. So you guys venture through it. The king makes a diversion on one side, so that way you guys can easily make it through, without any, fighting.
Yeah, they ain't got no communications anyway. Pff, we got this.
As you guys make it over the sea areas, you guys come across a few battlefields on the way. You see the horrors of the war, dead bodies from both sides of the war, collapsed underneath some vehicles, some
I was
structures
gonna
that
say,
had
how
fallen.
do they not float?
Yeah, I was about to say, would they float?
But no, they're crushed underneath the rubble and all that.
Okay.
Alright.
But do we look up and there's a bunch of floating bodies at the very...
Yeah.
Well, it's been a little while, so they would have floated to the surface by now.
Yeah, I guess some sort of creature would have eaten them by now.
Mm-hmm.
The
Nothing in the
Yeah.
nothing in the sea goes unwasted.
The vampire dolphins of our planet.
Yeah, why couldn't we ride dolphin?
I swear I should just ask you before each session. Is there any particular animal you're hoping to see?
Okay, this one you should have been
All of
able to
them?
expect that we wanted to ride some sort of sea creature, but that's on you.
Okay. So as you guys make it through, you guys do see the horrors of the war. Is there anything you guys want to comment on seeing so, or?
Oh, sorry. For a second, I didn't realize you were saying the word horrors there.
Yeah.
Sorry,
the
continue.
I knew what he meant, but the pronunciation's a little off, so...
No.
Anyway, okay. We're traveling. We're seeing war remnants.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
What is this? I don't know if you already described it. What is this like? Is it like a little submarine kind of thing?
Yeah,
that
what we
we're-
working with?
Sort of like, do you remember that ship that the Gungans used to travel deep into the planet's core?
With the little tentacles at the back?
Yep.
Sweet.
Similar technology to
prequels?
that. Huh?
From the prequels?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, I
the
don't know
good
those.
ones.
Xylo, you're the devil. Okay, continue. Yeah.
All right. So as you guys as you guys are piloting, you guys go through the battles. You also see some ongoing battles between small groups. Though you guys might have wished to go and help them, you know that their mission is a priority.
Mm-hmm. If we don't stop the droids from coming, then more fights will begin.
Or worse, those battles will get reinforcements on the enemy side.
As we're traveling, I'm just like, they're really hinging everything on us, aren't they? But all the important things to try to end this conflict kind of are depending on us.
I mean, we're kind of awesome.
It's
But
just,
besides, they don't have us, taking out the blockade. That's another
they have-
important thing.
No, they haven't had you fight for during the blockade. No.
And, they didn't really have another way of taking out the, the thingy thing before we arrived.
The thingy thing.
Yes, the communications turbulenter.
I don't think that's what it's called, but I know what you're talking about, though.
Great.
So as you guys work on that, as you guys are heading towards the area, you guys soon see that the area becomes eerily dead. Like the sounds of the battles from before are not happening anymore. Instead, you just hear this eerie silence. Normally, you would hear at least some kind of sea creature going by, right? Like some kind of space whale, some fishes or something. But no, there's nothing in this area.
Callie must have tamed everything and brought it home already.
Does it seem ominously quiet to you guys?
It does.
I suppose so.
How far away are we from the location that we're supposed to arrive at?
Shouldn't be too far now. Been moving for quite some time.
Alright, I suppose a facility like this would probably be highly guarded, right? I guess we should keep an eye out for that.
Either it would be highly
Possibly.
guarded, or just because it does produce droids, lots of droids will be there, produced.
Lots of droids, and I imagine it's out in the middle of nowhere for a reason, considering especially it was just found by one of the guards.
That's true, and I guess Ceph brings up a good point. Also, it's probably perpetually guarded.
Yes.
Okay, but where is everything though? There's no creatures, no nothing. It's just silence.
Maybe sounds from the warp scared them off.
Yes. I mean,
Pollution? I
a
don't
lot of things it could be with a factory.
Yeah.
I suppose. I
All
mean,
the
this-
more reason to shut it down.
Agreed.
I agreed. I suppose also.
We hit the off button.
On your ship?
No, on the factory. We're done, right?
We're not there yet. I'm still driving.
You force hit the off button.
Look, you can't control Alt-Delete stopping this factory that easily.
Darn. I tried. We go to the factory, hit Alt F4.
I was gonna say make an Alt F4 joke.
I wonder how many people in our audience are getting that joke.
We go to factory and we force quit in Task Manager.
Ceph would probably fall for the Alt F4 thing.
He would.
He absolutely would. Not even a question.
I can do a computer check to see if I fall for it.
You look. Not only do you hold on, let's see. You know what? Do
Would
it.
that be a computer check? Or just like general.
I rolled a 1.
Yeah.
Someone made that joke, and you quickly look for that in your own ship.
Just like my
Okay,
own personal terminal, just Alt F4. Why did the lights go out?
As your ship turns off, yes.
No, it's my personal terminal, not the whole ship.
Should we trust him near anything computer-wise?
No.
No, it's like you had a buddy that handled all that for you.
Hey, I'm pretty good with computers.
Same.
Shut
Just
up.
rolled it.
See? It's better.
You just turned on a single light.
Yep. Computer use.
That is better, technically.
At least it didn't break anything.
Hey.
Wow. Yep.
Much lower roll than yours.
Well, yeah, I
Still
don't know what
equal
you're
to
talking
you.
about.
So I suppose all of this is going on as we're killing time on our way to
Yeah.
the factory location.
Yep. But as you guys make it towards the area, actually, you guys are about to reach the ridge overlooking the area. Do you guys stop your vehicle and get out, or do you use your vehicle to go up to the ridge?
I suppose we probably stop and get out.
I guess so.
All right. You guys have shut off your the vehicle. I'm sure you guys keep it in an area that wouldn't be located by any
I'm
wandering.
taking the keys with me
Oh,
and locking the
Is there-
doors as I leave.
is there
And making
seaweed
sure
or kelp around the
emergency
area?
brake is on.
Yep. Mario, is there seaweed or kelp anywhere in this area?
Yes. Well, not a lot of it actually.
I want to use plant surge to try to camouflage the vehicle.
All right, you can do that.
12. I have a -2 in that.
Well, so there's not a lot of seaweed around, which is unusual for a water-based planet.
Mm-hmm.
But you do bring enough of it so you can cover at least half of the ship. Where you cover it is up to your discretion.
Yeah, just try to mask it to some extent. As best
So
as you can.
wouldn't even really help for me to try to do it also and help him because he's probably
I'm starting to move the stuff and I just rip out the seaweed and throw it on top. Half of it's like just sitting on it, half of it's actually effectively wrapped around it.
But like you said, Mario, there's not a lot around, so I probably couldn't even really, like help him, right?
Yeah, there's not much.
He's just kind of working with what he's got. All right.
Mm-hmm. So, do you guys head over to the ridge?
Let me look
Yes.
over the ridge.
Sneakily.
As you guys look over the ridge, you see before you a giant factory. This factory seems to be pumping out droids, as you can see the bile that is pumping out of the area, out into the ocean water.
Ew.
Pollution. I was right.
Mm-hmm. And as you could even see, there are not even any Quarren guards around the area, because as soon as you and Cephalopod come into the area, you guys can pretty much taste the water around you.
Bro.
It is not pleasant, no.
I think in this case I actually do put my rebreather on or whatever with that whole setup just because the water's gross.
Yeah. Do you do the same, Kayla, or are you just gonna stand it?
I'll do the same.
Upon seeing this, as soon as Sylvn sees this, you ask them why they're putting on a rebreather, Sylvn.
You want to taste it?
No, I've had my rebreather just on.
Yeah,
Instead
of
of
course.
taking it on and off, taking it on.
Yeah, because living is nice.
Yep.
I'm assuming I would probably make a comment too and just say, yep, just as I thought, factory and pollution.
Well,
I forgot to mention this, but the king did give you guys a pack, by the way.
I opened it and looked through.
You find explosives.
I put them away.
What was in the bag?
Cotton candy.
So I
That doesn't make
I
any sense.
attempt to
Just
look in
dissolve in the
the bag.
water.
It is very much explosives.
Should we trust him with those?
Maybe that was his intention. He wants us to rig this factory to explode.
Well, yes.
I can take them, Cornelius says in the back.
I'm sorry, who are you again?
It's Cornelius!
Wow.
That was supposed to be sassy. Again, do we trust the squid with the explosives?
It's
I know-
fine.
Squidist, I'm telling you.
It's fine. I'm sure. The only time he's ever blown something up was when he first tried to make his lightsaber and accidentally blew off one of his tentacles.
It grew back.
So maybe I should hold on to those?
If you want.
I would love if someone could just count his face tentacles and count if there's actually one missing from the picture.
I think I hold out the bag and be like, but you have to take it from me.
Oh no.
Reflex check, go.
I meant with the force.
Okay.
It's
I
training.
get it. This is part of training.
Precisely.
Wait, is this really the time?
It
or
is completely the time.
Alright.
I suppose that would be a good part of training is springing these things on you when you're not ready for them, because you're not always going to
Oh, I'm ready for it.
You're ready
It's
for it.
just
Still in
a
my
matter
hand.
of- Okay, well, what do I need to roll?
Move object,
That
I
would
assume.
be-
Stuff
Yeah.
above.
I know in my head I did set a mental DC as a 15, but it's up to you, I guess, Mario.
It would actually be against your own force defense, actually.
My force defense, okay, sure. See, that's cool. Well, sorry, Kayla.
Jeez.
Can
Forgot
I
how
just
much you
have
put-
the explosives?
Roll of persuasion.
What I roll for that?
Let's see. That would be a
Diplomacy, probably.
yeah, diplomacy. I was actually looking for that roll. I couldn't find it.
I
Oh,
have the explosives, please.
if you want to try to counter that, Xylo, that would
No,
be
yeah. I think I'm gonna agree to it. Okay, I'll give them to you. Only if you say that my squid people are very beautiful.
Your squid people are very beautiful.
Oh, that was really wholesome.
I hand over the explosives.
I thought you were gonna go and. I thought you were really gonna go that way.
I twirl one of my tentacles in my finger.
Ew.
I kind of want to see you in a cephalopod cosplay now.
That would be
Please.
a mess.
Can we dress up as
I already got the
squids
tentacles.
for- No, can we dress up as the squids for Halloween?
Sure.
What was our other Halloween costume?
Kayla Baskin.
Carol. So exotic.
You're ready
Also,
to go.
there was the money heist one too. Would have been good.
Oh yeah, true.
We have a lot of Halloween costumes.
This is gonna be a busy Halloween season.
Are you just gonna like walk around with little jars of sardine oil?
Mm-hmm. I think just a spray bottle of water that says sardine oil in it, and every now and then she's just gonna spray my boots.
Oh, gross.
It's not actual sardine oil. It just says it on the bottle, Mario.
Sure,
That's a good
Xylo. Sure.
You know I'm gonna try and put
Oh,
actual
gross.
sardine oil in it. Caleb Baskin killed her.
If anybody doesn't get that reference, I'm sorry. If you do get the reference, good for you.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good reference.
Yeah. But yeah.
Also, I'm still sad because Carol Baskin ghosted me.
Dang.
Fun fact.
That monster.
I know.
We almost had her. So, we would like
okay.
to adventure in, Mario. She has the explosives.
I do indeed.
Yep, you have them.
And I have the pins. No, I'm just kidding.
That's what to say. Oh, jeez, you almost got me with that. I'm not gonna lie.
Here's the real force training. Don't explode.
Good luck.
You couldn't
Okay.
move the explosives out of my hand, so move them far enough away so they don't kill us. Great. Training.
Okay, you said as they're doing this, you said we're
Yep.
pretty much parked where there's like a ridge overlooking the factory.
Hold on. I just want to point this out. What
Oh, boy.
Smurf just did in the chat. Kayla Baskin killed her. Alex whacked them.
Yep,
Kayla already repeated that one.
I did.
Oh, I didn't hear that. I was looking over some enemies, making sure they're good.
There's enemies?
Are we gonna
I
find
guess
them?
you just answered my question, Mario, that I was about to ask, which is, I was gonna say, while they're arguing over explosives, Sylvn would probably be looking over the factory to see if he sees any enemies. In fact, oh, okay, you're gonna give me info anyway without even having to do anything? Cool.
Yeah.
No, it's pretty obvious because they're kind of floating right near you guys.
Oh. You mean we're about to be attacked?
No. So
Oh.
as soon as Sylvn looks over the ridge, he notices that there's a squad of droids floating by.
They look hostile.
Oh, they have blasters, yes.
Wow.
On the two. Rough.
Impressive.
But they haven't noticed you just yet, but they are heading towards your area.
What do you see, Sylvn?
There are some droids guarding the place. How many do I see, Mario?
About 4.
I
Do
see
they
some
look
droids.
hostile?
Between us and them, they definitely look hostile, and there's about 4 of them, it would appear.
The word hostile comes up and Battlemind rolls out. Perhaps we could dispatch of them before they make much noise.
Probably a good idea.
So,
Suppose. Oh, I have an idea. Is this ship that we have armed at all with any sort of, I don't know, torpedoes or weapons or something?
yes, the ship you guys came on is armed with basic weapons.
Oh, how about
That'd be a little loud.
What? I guess. But who's gonna hear us? Look at this part of the ocean. There's nobody here.
But
Well,
there is big old factory.
droids
Down
in
there.
the factory.
Okay, but do you have a better idea then? It was just.
No, but I'm just saying, you're trying to kill the bees outside of the beehive. When you do that, they're gonna signal the other ones, and then they're all gonna come out and sting us.
I think we just use our lightsabers and...
And my rake, I suppose, and I take my
course.
rake off my back and.
You can use your electric... Oh, wait.
There's
Yeah.
3 of us. There's 4 of them. We can probably handle them.
That's true. Yes, we do have them terribly outnumbered.
That's not what I meant.
I start
just,
counting us, and I'm like, not sure if I'm counting wrong, but I
We
thought
have
there was 4 of
3.
us.
We have. Oh well, yeah, there is 4 of us.
Wait, what's the other guy's name?
Cornelius.
Cornelius, just like sitting there like, oh.
Yeah.
Callie just.
Ceph
does
just
not-
questioning his life. It's like, wait, is this many 3? Was I wrong all this time?
What I meant is we have a couple or a few very capable people here, and
Yeah, I'm included.
they're just droids. I didn't say you were included.
Oh.
Oh, yes. I'm also. I wasn't being sarcastic. We severely have them overpowered. I'd say.
Yes, so I think we can get by without the.
Okay. He turns towards Ceph. I guess you want to start this off like you always do.
I mean, we walk up, I get as close as I can. If one seems to, not die by me, if you could, do a favor and maybe use the currents in the water to, move him towards me, boom. That could be very helpful if you're not confident in your raking abilities.
Oh, I'm always confident in my raking abilities. Even though he's underwater and misses hand rolls and he's confident nonetheless.
Suppose let's get to it.
All right.
We would like to sneak up on these droids and ambush them, please.
All right. I was actually expecting you guys to try to go stealth into the building, but
That never works, so.
It actually did. You guys snuck through an entire 3 encounters.
Well, I guess we use our stealth skills instead to try to sneak up.
No, you
Yep.
guys already declared it. You guys
Well,
already
yeah,
declared
we
it.
declared that we're
declared that
stealthing
we're
to sneak up to them.
Okay,
Yeah.
I thought you were trying to sneak past them. Okay.
That's what I was saying. We were using our stealth skills instead to sneak up on these guys.
Yep.
Instead of sneaking past.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hold on. There we go. Just changing up to where you guys are going to be starting up at.
Mm-hmm.
What skill would that be? It wouldn't be
Move stealthily or force stealth.
move silently. There it is. That's
Yeah.
what it. That's what I was looking for. I was actually looking for stealth.
Yep, they split it up in this, which I kind of like because stealth is actually a very commonly used ability, so splitting it up into 2 things is decent game balance.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Oh. Hello, giant object.
Yep.
It said, wait, does this thing have guns coming off of it?
Maybe.
So I wouldn't have noticed that before when I went to survey the area.
No, actually, it was actually a bit hidden. Beforehand, it was a...
But you said I could see everything pretty clearly. Okay, all right.
No, let me explain. So, this one was actually covered up by some of the ridges, actually. Seems to be inoperable at the moment. But it seems like the droids around it are trying to construct it. It seems like they're trying to dredge it up from underneath the trenches.
Okay, so there's more droids.
Exactly.
Oh well.
Okay, well, I was gonna try to roll to see all that stuff earlier, but you told me I could see everything clearly.
Nope, we're here now.
No, what I mean is, they are just bringing it up right now, Mev.
Okay.
Oh, bringing it up. This thing moves or sinks into the earth or whatever?
Yes, from one of the crevices. You would see that after...
Okay, so
sneaking
digging
into
down
the area.
or something.
Yes.
Sure.
Okay, so that's not the actual factory, that's separate.
Yes.
Okay.
So the factory is not on this map.
No, it's not. Not yet. It's just beyond it.
Yeah, this is an isolated area, which is why we're attacking them here, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Attack.
So, what
Okay.
do we gotta do, Mario? We're trying to sneak up and get them.
All right. You all move silently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the only thing on this map, there's no grid, so I don't know how far
When you move your character, you can just move block by block.
Oh my!
Kind of like that.
Callie Mary is as silent as the night.
All right. Let's see. Do I use force stealth here? Sure, why not?
All right. So, Ceph. Oh, we forgot someone. You want to roll for Cornelius?
Yep, I'll open him up.
Cornelius, don't mess it up.
Let's get Mr. Corn out here.
I just feel this hostility from Callie Mary to Cornelius.
No, she really doesn't like our boy.
Just today, for some reason. I
He
don't
didn't
know
even
why.
do anything. He's just like there.
He has no move silently ability. Let's go.
I mean, to be fair, he has been a part of a group that's been royally messing you guys up too.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got is just as good as Sylvn. So you guys do get your sneak attack round.
Oh, sweet.
So, do you guys try to attack it, or do you guys just try to, get past them?
I guess the plan was just to take him out. So yeah, I'll try to get as close as possible.
Attack.
So do we have like regular movement, or are we actually sneaking up to him as we want? Because the goal would be to sneak right up to him if possible.
Yeah, so I can give you guys at least a movement of 3 or 4 before taking your proper actions, if that's what you guys want.
I mean, if you give us 3 or 4, we're not going to get to
Yeah,
them.
like, are we going to get to sneak up to him?
Yes.
Okay, great. So yeah, I'll probably position myself like right there.
And I position myself on that dude.
Uh.
Well, of course, Callie shoots him a dirty look as he goes to go after the same droid as her.
All right, and do we just start making attacks or something?
Yeah, you get 1 free round of attacks.
Or do we just...
Do your first round initiatives, and then
Non-initiative, okay.
non-initiative, and then we'll roll for the proper ones.
Lightsaber!
Do it. Oh,
You know,
boy.
as low as the droids are, that doesn't hit.
I'll just be here.
All right.
Does she miss, or does the droid notice and it doesn't hurt?
It just misses. She's a little excited and just swings at the water.
Cornelius messed me up.
I'm going with my double lightsaber today, by the way.
All right.
So 2 sides, and I get a +3 because of my battle mind.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and here we go. At my -4 by using a double saber. Let's do it. I'm rolling against the one I'm next to. 17. Well, up to a 20. Yeah.
Yep,
That
you're
hits
good
it.
on
I'm
that.
assuming that doesn't kill.
Let me double check.
Yeah, I think these things had like 20 before or something like that.
That was the super awkward droids, I believe.
Okay, so yeah. Let me know what a 15 does to them.
When you said super awkward droids just there, I thought you said super awkward droids. Those droids are like super awkward. You can't even have a normal conversation with them. They just always say something weird. They always weird champ you.
No, you're right. You're right. These were the 21s.
Okay, yeah.
I forgot I buffed them.
Cool.
So yeah, they are. He's
Alright.
still up.
Use the other side of my lightsaber. Try to finish him. Oh, well. Easy.
Yep. You finished that one off.
Yeah. Would I have any movement from this position?
I would say you would have had to use all your movement to get to that point.
Okay, so we'll just have to beat the droid in initiative when it comes down to it. Fair enough. And...
You do have. I was gonna say, don't you have your cleave?
Well, yeah, that's the one next to me. I just wanted to move in and get that. So yeah, I guess I will indeed cleave with this attack. It's going to be with the offhanded lightsaber swing, which is a little weaker, but not today. Okay. I should have said I was putting that towards damage. All right. So it's 19,
Yeah.
and then I'll just make my second attack.
Yeah, it's still up.
And yeah. That's the last
All
thing
right.
I got.
All right. Sylvn, what are you doing?
Hey! Hit him with the rake.
I hit him with the rake. Is he still up?
Yeah,
Looks like
20.
it.
Okay, second attack.
It's a good rake
got-
hit. Aww.
And I'm assuming from my 3 that I rolled in Battle Mind earlier, I don't have any bonuses right now, do I?
No, you just have a bonus +1 right now.
Okay. Which won't make a difference here. Cornelius goes for the same guy.
So even if you roll badly, you still get a +1.
I'm not
Basically.
sure. I
Just
guess
for
that's his
using it.
ruling. Ooh.
I've always, like I said before, 10 and under is a 1. About 10 to 20 is about a 2. Anything above that is a 3.
Okay, got you.
If we go any higher, like beyond, like Xylo starts hitting the 40, 50s, we'll talk about bigger ones.
Yeah, because I know I've had a +4 on mine before.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, yeah. Cornelius swings with the 8 damage on that third boy. I assume that finishes it off.
Oh, yeah. Finishes them off.
Good stuff.
Now you guys have to deal with the one droid remaining.
Yep.
And now do we actually roll initiative?
Oh, yes.
Alrighty. Nice.
With my high initiative.
Second initiative is for Cornelius. Okay, team. Nailed the stealth mission.
Yeah. Alright, so Lopod, you got an 18.
Yeah, you might not even need to put it on the turn order.
Well, there's still other droids on this map.
Yeah. I don't imagine we're gonna go towards them, though.
Alright. And there. And then just do descending. There you go. There's your order.
Okay, we don't see it, by the way.
See
Oh, it's Kayla's first.
You know what just occurred to me too, by the way?
What?
I still have not picked another feat from weeks.
Oh. Yeah.
It's been weeks and I still haven't
We'll have
picked
to check
one.
that out sometime.
So I've been
I like
nerfed for weeks, chat.
That still hits him, yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice little 10. Is it Ceph's turn?
Yep.
Alright, he goes up. He still has a double-sided saber out, so he'll just do it. Yeah, my damage is probably fine, so I'll just make it to hit. And yeah. I hit for 14 damage. And I cut this thing's head clean off, sending it spiraling into the water.
Alright, so you guys have successfully taken out a squad of droids.
Yep.
Alright. So as soon as you guys do so, some of the other droids in the area start to notice that their communications with that group is gone.
Oh, they
I'll
have
give you guys about a...
communications?
Yeah, you're well outside that area where the jammer was.
Oh, I thought it covered the planet.
Nah, just that area.
Okay.
So they try to start heading towards your way, but since it was like a delayed reaction kind of deal, and you guys took out these guys quickly, you guys could either try to meet them head on or try to get out of there.
But we wouldn't know they're coming though.
Yeah,
Right.
would we know they're coming?
Force danger sense, yeah. That's something that all Jedi have.
Alright. I would like to plan a sneak attack for these droids.
Alright. Trying to get as much experience as you can out of this, can you?
Well, experience isn't based on kills, is it? So.
It is, yeah. I've been giving you guys experience based on your actions.
Oh, okay.
I have a whole sheet on the side on my side screen that gives that out.
Well, okay.
Depending on what you guys
I'd
do.
love to kill more droids tonight. I mean, yeah. This just seems like the more sensible thing. Because if they find the bodies, then it wasn't very stealthy at all, was it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So, I would like to hide. And try to get into place between them and anywhere they might see the droids.
There's rocks, coral, or dead coral, I should say, on the seafloor below you.
I want to hide behind a rock.
I want to hide in the coral. And I want to spring forth like a great eel, striking at my opponent.
Wait, so you said we're getting XP per kill? We'll talk about it afterwards.
Yeah, it's not important.
Because I was gonna say that just kind of like, unless we're getting extra XP for stealthing stuff, it's sort of like
Yeah,
gives
that
us-
almost encourages combat.
Yeah, encourage us to never try to do anything clever and just go into everything fighting. But
We'll manage that
we'll
later.
talk afterwards about that.
Yep. Alright, what do we do, Mario?
All right. So just, I would actually
more
honestly
stealth
ask
or
you guys
something?
yeah, just roll another stealth roll.
Alright. Let's do it.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Nice. Better than better roll from Sylvn. That's good.
Cornelius,
I like how I
just
keep
sit
using
back.
move silently, and I'm refusing to use force stealth.
Yeah, it was the opposite last session. I was like, wait, we can just use force stealth? Sweet. And let's see.
Callie does good.
Stupid Cornelius. Yay. So I wanted him to sit back.
Okay. Cornelius just tries to hide behind one of the destroyed droid's bodies.
Okay, that's good. Then we'll at least be able to ambush them before they at least get to them.
Yeah. So they float up to here. I'm sure you guys can set yourselves up on the map where you guys want, by the way, since you guys
Yeah.
are stealthed up high enough.
As I said, I'd be somewhere between the area to find and them, just so I can like spring up right on top of them when they're approaching.
Where are you going, Kayla?
I don't know where the rocks are.
Yeah,
Pretend there's rocks everywhere. Choose some rocks.
I want this rock.
Nice, that's a nice rock.
Yeah, would you say there's spots for us to kind of hide? Either behind like ridgeways or rocks or something like that?
Yeah.
Matt? Okay.
You're right there.
I'm
And then
waiting.
Cornelius is right here trying to hide behind one of the droids.
Yep.
And as soon as they come up to here, they basically proclaim. They see Cornelius and say, "Halt! Stop right there! Intruder! Intruder!" And they try to arm their weapons at him.
Yeah, the second they seem like they're noticing him would be when Ceph strikes.
All right.
So do I just go for an attack or something?
Yeah. Since you had that
Alright.
prepared.
He goes and swings a lightsaber at them.
14 hits. That's a 19.
Okay, I will use the... yeah, I won't be able to cleave with this. Offhanded strike. Consistent damage, though.
Yeah. That's going to be my thing today to deal with. Okay.
Yeah. And my second attack, I want to go into the damage on this one. Oh, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
This is what Ceph's plan was. Destroy them before they have a chance to do anything about it.
All right.
Pull them down into the coral.
Someone says, "Good job, Ceph. I didn't have to do anything."
Well, then you raked that other one real good. Ceph just starts squeezing this droid into the coral.
All right. So, you have cleared out the droids in this area.
Cool.
Nice.
Honestly, my whole plan was that if you guys failed, any of you guys failed your stealth roll, they would have tried to activate this giant turret, even though it wasn't ready, and you guys would have to roll against it with gambling to try to get it up and operational. But no,
Great. Yeah, no.
you guys took them out before I even had a chance to do that.
Well, that was the whole reason we did this. I figured we could drop 4 droids before they get a turn, so...
Let's drive the turret to the thing.
Once
It's not a
again, I don't...
drivable one.
You said it was. They were bringing it here.
Yes, they actually had to use some mechanical machines to try to bring it.
Generally, turrets are stationary.
They were trying to bolt it down, kind of deal.
Like, you upset the squid lady.
I want to drive it. I want it to be a tank.
We'll have to get a tank soon.
Oh, geez.
So you can't tame the turret, Callie.
Roll a machine handling?
Just pretend that's a machine handling.
You know, I will love.
Yep.
I would love to. I would love to point it out, but technically, Dark has been doing a lot of machine handling.
He has been doing a lot of machine handling. He has more pets than you do.
Yeah, but I like the real one.
Yeah.
Mine are cuddlier.
Alright, well now that the area is clear for us
You don't
to
know
pass
that.
through,
You don't know what Dark does.
and the bodies are nice and hidden, I think it's time to sneak into the facility.
Let's do it.
All right. So, as you guys sneak into the facility, pop you all over to here. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna show you guys this map, and let's take a quick 5 minutes as I need to use the restroom real quick.
Okay. So everyone, we will be back. If you need a snack, go get it. If you need to use the restroom, go do it. If you need to go shave your cat, don't do that, because that would not be a good idea.
That's what I was gonna do.
Well, too bad. Just
Oh my god, you have a chunky cat from what you
Save
said.
your Xylo, how about that?
I can go get her. I like squeezing her until she gets mad at me.
all right. If you all need to squeeze your cat, go do that. Anyway, we'll be back in 5 minutes. See you all right back here in a moment for more Star Wars DnD. Welcome back to Star Wars D&D! I give a countdown. Are you happy, Kayla?
Yes.
Wait, that sounds exactly like the Origins, like, narrator voice.
No,
Is
this one sounds like this.
that
This
you?
one had a little bit of this in it, but the same in the voice.
Sounds like the dude. I didn't get my cat. Did you guys want me to?
Sure.
I'm gonna have a cat in my room.
Yeah.
The cats aren't allowed in my room because they mess with my wire.
Makes sense.
I think
No
they just
cats
wanted
today.
to use-
At the end of the stream, I'll go get her.
Fair.
And you all can see my chunky cat. Just remind me, or else I will very much forget.
Sounds like a plan. So, we just snuck into a droid facility with our awesome stealth and being able to kill things super fast. Got past some potential dangers, and we're gonna shut down the facility, Alt F4 style.
So I would probably turn towards Callie and Ceph and say, but I saw you guys arguing back there. Someone did grab the explosives, correct?
Oh
Yes.
no, I forgot. Oh, okay, she has them.
Have the explosives.
Okay, good. I hadn't seen the conclusion of that conversation.
Very good. So, should we be planting the explosives as we go, or should we just wait until the end and place them on the way out?
I mean, I don't imagine we're going to be able to take all these droids that are in here, are we?
Probably not.
So it'd be better and easier on us if we just blew them up.
This is true.
Alright, place the explosives
Oh.
as we go.
By the way, as soon as you guys enter, by the way, and the door seals behind you, the water drains out.
Weird.
Okay.
I guess the droids don't want water in their facility, so... We're in some sort of water lock. Okay.
So, for the first time since coming to this planet, you're actually in a dry area.
Sylvan's eyes light up.
Yeah.
You see electricity sparkle in his eyes.
Yes,
We are
Sparky
getting
boy.
ready to explode this whole
True, we
thing,
should
so I
really
think
try not to use any electricity in here. It would be just completely unnecessary, you know?
You might also want to keep your suit on, just to
It's not a bad idea for you. I was kidding about the electricity, though. As long as you be careful with it, I'm sure it won't do anything bad.
Yes, I'll try to be careful.
Alright.
Forgive me if I'm lagging, by the way. My computer seems to be dying at the moment.
Oh, that's gotta be fun.
Okay, I'm less dying now. Okay.
All right. So as the room cycles out of the water,
Yeah.
you guys come across this door that leads into a giant room.
Alright, I take a peek.
You take a peek, and you see battle droids in there.
Guys, there's battle droids in here. Do I have any estimate of how many?
Yes, I'm about to drop them off right now, actually.
Are they okay? So I guess we don't even have it. Okay. We're fighting these things. Yes.
Well, no, he sees them in here.
Yeah, I
You
took
do
little
not-
peek. I didn't walk in. Just
Do
little,
we, as
little
we
peek.
kind of look around, do we see any sort of tactical places to put explosives that would seem to blow up
Yeah,
this
that would be
facility the best?
so.
You see, if you enter this room, you'll notice that there's not many supporting structures in here. But, if you guys want to roll me an intelligence roll real quick, someone wants to?
I got this.
Oh god, I got this.
Mr. Lopod, on the case. Intelligence. Darn it, I can't find where to roll intelligence. I rolled a 5.
Intelligence, just against the skill, not a saving throw or anything, right?
I mean, I, Xylo, have an idea that's reasonable, but Ceph doesn't. You're stupid.
Callie?
So I'm going to go ahead and roll it as well.
I swear if Callie also fails it.
Aw,
Okay, thank you,
she's smart.
Callie. I was about to be desperate enough to have Cornelius roll intelligence.
We're all just standing there like, duh, but I don't know what to do.
How do you? What? Do we take the pins
Okay.
out now?
Okay, what was your idea, Xylo? Actually, I'm curious.
Well, clearly they want this place dry. We just flood it. But
All right. Callie,
Hi.
if you remember, there's one common trait in the droid factory that the droids seem to be relying on. There seems to be a central power source in all these facilities that you guys have always passed by. Some kind of giant generator. And you know that those kind of generators can be volatile if they're large enough. So, what better place to set up an explosive?
All right. So we're in a factory. Most factories have a source of power or some sort of generator. You know, I feel like we should start there as far as places to, plant the explosives.
I suppose, yes, Callie, your droid factory knowledge is really factoring in right now.
it's like the third one we've been in.
Fair enough.
I'm thinking we disable the airlock so the water comes rushing in.
I mean, if all else fails, sure, but
I'm sure they will have no defensive measures to lock all the doors down so we can't get through anywhere.
the king also gave us explosives for a reason. So
Very well.
Don't you mean your dad?
No,
yeah.
she means the king.
Oh, you're
It-
not.
it's
He's not
like
disowning
that.
you. You're disowning him. I get it.
Cold-blooded.
Wow,
No.
Callie.
he's also
They
the king.
refer to each other as the king and the princess rather than father and daughter. It's that type of relationship.
Yeah, that's where they're at in their relationship right now.
I feel like Kayla's actually slightly hating me right now.
She said it.
And why wouldn't she be hating you?
Yeah, par for the course, I suppose.
All right. So, I suppose only one way through is through the door. So, all right, everyone, we might have to fight a few droids.
Well,
The generator you mentioned, Callie, do you know which? Do you have any suspicions as to what direction it might be in?
can I roll to look around and see?
Yep, you can roll to see.
Would I roll a spot or?
Yeah, basically.
Oh,
Oh, nice. What exactly were you looking for again?
The way to get to the generator room.
So from here, you would notice that there's another door. If you take a look to where Cephalopod is over here,
Mm-hmm.
and you look to that room, you notice that there's only one passageway out of that room. You can only guess that this room is an air vent, meant to just cycle through all the water that from the outside, back out, and the rest of the facility is most likely going to be a straightforward kind of place. So, you're gonna have to make your best estimates as soon as you go through door to door.
Wait, the room we're going into is an airlock?
No, the one you're in right now.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And as soon as you peek into the room that Cephalopod is looking into, you notice only one exit. So, you can only make your guesses from there.
Yeah, so it's kind of hard to say right now. We just have to get through this main room, and then it looks like there's only one other door, so I'll have to take it room by room.
All right.
Okay, I got this. I've been waiting to do this, and I want to shoot electricity at them from the doorway.
He just rushes in and hits him with it.
I'm
You know
just-
what? If you want to do that,
No, it's okay. I'll wait.
Aw.
I'll probably be
you
a
sure?
little-
You
That
sure
might be-
Cephalopod's going in first?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to do it, go for it.
That would be very reckless for
Yeah, it'd be a
Sylvn.
bit out of character for him. Finally, lightning! Zap!
I'm not do that just to overcome Xylo's overpoweredness.
All right. So,
Mev to get some hits in, but Sylvn is completely
Yeah,
fine
you don't care at all.
hitting anybody. He actually prefers not having to attack anyone.
Just because you guys are gonna be bursting in the room, and you guys want to get that sneak attack, you guys are gonna have to move silently to try to do this.
All right. Are you permitting the stealth?
Not this time, because this one's actually forcing open a door, so
Okay.
this one's gonna have to be like, how quietly can you open this door?
Very good. Mr. Lopod.
Okay, yeah.
Yikes.
No.
Don't worry, Cornelius is gonna kill it this time, just like all the other times. Oh.
You're the one that messes up.
Yep.
You needed a 13. A 13 Xylo. You
Ceph's
haven't getting past that.
Not used to doing it without the water resistance. He hasn't got his line legs back on yet.
Oh, jeez. Alright, so as soon as the three of you guys actually make it past silently, but then Cephalopod decides that he accidentally kicks the door, making a loud thud noise.
Kick a can while I'm in here. Oops.
And that gets the droids in the room's attention.
Hello.
Roll initiatives.
Yeah, you're welcome, team. See, Mev, you're gonna get the fight.
I still doubt I'm gonna get to hit anything.
Let's see, what did I get?
Yeah,
I got a
vampire.
5.
Oh yeah, no, you're gonna get your chance, Mev.
I'm
Alright.
too far away to hit anything.
Zippity zap zap.
No, you guys did make it past.
Cornelius is rolling his initiative.
The only thing is, Cephalopod is right there because he hit the door on the way out.
Yeah. Actually, I think we're just gonna continue what I did before. Just have Cornelius go at the same turn I am. That'll be easier for both of us.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
So.
Oh, I was gonna say, wait.
Oh, because you don't want him going before you. I get
Well,
it.
I mean, it would just be silly to have Cornelius charge in first.
No,
also-
no, I see what you want. I see what you want.
This benefits you and only you. So, I don't know. I don't know what you want from me.
Don't worry. I got you.
I don't know what you got. All right.
Confused.
Yep. Guess Callie's up.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. The big one battle droid didn't roll yet. The thing's lagging a little bit.
Alrighty. All right.
We still up.
They go before Ceph. They'll get to do something.
Yep.
I'm gonna walk up to this dude here, and I'm gonna whack him. And if this doesn't go well, I'm switching over to the squid still.
All right. Jeez. That's a crit. Lightsaber.
Yeah. Oh no, she didn't crit on a roll, but she critted on.
No, she did
got
crit on-
max.
Roll. 19.
Oh right, I forgot to count that. I forgot that she counts for that. Yeah, no,
Lightsaber.
that's 20. That is an insta kill.
Callie.
Then I would like to go ahead and use my move object or whatever to move. I guess we'll do the farthest dude away, maybe.
Closer.
Closer to them.
Mhm.
Sorry, I have my character sheet in a separate tab because it was glitching out.
All right.
Move object.
Oh,
That was almost a 2.
I know. That's so good. 25.
So yeah, you can move it 5 spaces. Which 5 spaces do you want to move it?
Just towards them.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right there.
Nice. Actually,
And it's
makes a big difference for Mev.
yeah, Mev.
I mean,
it's
if
your
he
turn.
wants to rake it. But
Like I said, because I successfully, I would have been up to this guy, I don't have to use movement for it.
Mm-hmm.
either way, you have the movement, so.
Oh, yeah, that's true. So I would be here. And he's so excited because he hasn't gotten to use this. But he goes, zappy zap zap!
He's just curious if it still works, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Divide that by 3.
Wasn't it by 2 for the lightning?
Yeah. Sorry. 2. I keep forgetting I made that difference for both healing and attack.
And I guess we round up, so 10.
Yeah.
Yep.
Should be 10
10.
damage.
Nice. You shocked the heck out of this bot. How does it feel to be shocking things again, Mev?
It feels wonderful. He's so excited, in fact, that... Can I do an attack as well?
Nah. Force attacks count as for your main attack.
Yeah.
You can still do something force related that doesn't damage.
Can you do 2 force moves in a turn?
Oh yeah, I did it.
Right.
So
Yeah.
if I had attacked regularly, I could do a force move that
As a
doesn't...
bonus.
Okay.
But hey, that's damage on the board. See, I guess Cornelius is gonna rush up here and swing at this thing before. Oh wait, no, droids go next since I said so.
Yep.
And as he attacks, he turns sort of in the general direction of like he's just kind of like everybody in the room, like, look, I can still do it.
Proud of you, boy. I'm proud of you.
Okay, so the battle droid that you just shocked with, he's gonna obviously want to retaliate against you, so...
Oh yeah.
Blaster rifle.
Scared.
Nice.
Are you kidding me?
Sylvn does Matrix type maneuver as he tries to blast me.
Alright, and this one's gonna aim at Callie.
Nice. Ooh.
Does that hit?
19.
Yeah, that's a 19.
But we.
Oh,
I
with
just,
the armor though.
the armor and I have a higher AC now.
Right, I forgot you were wearing the armor yourself.
Yeah. So
I have my AC is 19 and I have armor.
is that counting Is there a +2 on the sheet for the armor?
She did not, so I'll put that right now. So
GC has 19 without the armor.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. My AC is higher now.
Nice. Okay.
Remember we kind of fixed her a little
Yeah, I
bit
didn't
with
know
her,
it got
with
that
her feats.
high.
Yeah, she has higher AC than you right now.
Before.
Okay, gotta buff these guys a little bit up to what you're saying for the next encounter for after this.
I'm not the only one who can fight anymore.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, that's a miss then.
Yep.
All right. Wait, yeah, have you always been wearing that armor?
She
I
has,
never took it off.
yeah, she has
thing.
been today.
We forgot to count your movement restriction since you don't have the armor class for it.
I don't think we've
Taken.
done anything with full movement.
I just moved 3.
Yeah.
I don't think we've moved.
Yeah,
At
we haven't
all.
done a lot of movement today.
I'm talking about in the previous sessions though.
Thought
No,
we were
we-
counting it in nose.
Counted
Yeah.
for it.
I've been like bragging over the fact that I'm not wearing it and I can move so much.
Oh,
Ceph is
okay.
the only person that could move.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've been
okay.
flexing my
Okay.
extra 2 movement on people.
All right. The battle droids basically failed that. It's Cephalopod's turn now.
Alright, Cornelius is going to go steal a kill from Ceph. Let's see. So he's going to swing at him with that saber. 9 damage.
And that's not a kill.
Ah, okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, Ceph still can't get to his enemies. 4, 5, 6. And he cannot attack. I throw
You
my
can put it
lightsaber at his head. Thunk.
Do it.
It's not a crit if it's a thrown lightsaber, is it?
No.
Because it's a 19. But
You would so wish it
max
was.
damage on throwing my lightsaber at something's head.
Yeah. By the way, you want to know something funny?
What?
It was already at 1. All you had to do was.
I know,
like,
I
dead.
figured it must be low, so I was like, thunk.
You just had to breathe on the thing and it would have been.
Yeah.
I will attempt to move my lightsaber back to my hand. Let's see, I assume it's not hard, but I am terrible at it. Well.
Yep.
It just wobbles on the floor.
Yep.
You don't have to spend a bonus action, just pick it up.
Yeah, I'll pick it up later. Alright. That was all my movement. All my actions. That's what Ceph's got. I still got a kill for Dunk. Not overpowered.
So, as you guys do that, let's see. Ooh, okay. So, it is now back to Kayla's.
Nice.
Or it's Callie Mary's. What do you plan on doing?
Alright, 1, 2, 3. I would like to pull it towards me so I can actually
Ooh.
attack the saber.
Mm-hmm.
Who needs feet when you have the Force?
Well, how many blocks can you move with the armor?
4.
3, 4. Oh, is it 4?
Yeah.
Can I attack it from here, I guess?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
You don't have to move like directly on like that. As long as you're within like 1 square of it.
So that's
And that limited movement is in and out of water.
I assume it would be with the armor.
Yeah, because because she doesn't have an armor feat. So the fact that she's wearing armor, she has restrictions on her. If she were to take a feat that allows her to wear the armor without restrictions, like you guys are technically wearing light armor right now, but since you guys don't have the feat for it, you guys have restricted movement because you're not you're not good for it.
Like if someone was a soldier class here, they'd be moving around fine because they're used to wearing armor.
Yeah.
Also, I'm still gonna use my move object and now batter it up towards them.
Who are you sending it to?
I mean, I'm just gonna send it in the middle between you and,
Alright.
I can never remember Mev's character.
Sylvn.
Okay, hold on. Since it would be like this, that means he gets an attack of opportunity if you want him to use it.
On forced movement?
I don't like Cornelius.
Oh, forced movement, yeah. Actually. Alright.
So I'm sending it right here.
Right here or right here?
In between them. Oh, I guess it can't really be there.
Yeah.
Probably close to Ceph.
Alright, then right there.
Wow.
It pulls over there, it kicks my lightsaber as it's flowing over there.
Actually,
Gamble.
It's
Sure,
a
Now that you mention that.
subtle shade, Kayla, but I see what you're doing there.
She's biased, wow.
You did get my video out to me on time today.
Fair.
16.
Okay, it did not move your lightsaber.
Okay. I was gonna have to strangle a droid.
Picked up your lightsaber for you, but I completely forgot that was a thing.
It's fine, it's not a complication.
Probably wouldn't have noticed either.
Yeah, if it's
so-
not a room full of droids, I'm okay.
So as this thing gets pushed closer to us, do we get attacks of opportunity?
No, it's
No,
only
no.
when it moves your area willingly.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
At least that's
Yep.
how it works in D&D, and most of the book copies D&D.
Yeah, no, it does it here as well. I think the only thing we've counted it for was when it was like on purpose when we did the whole batter up thing.
Yeah. I think even that was just a held action, so.
Yeah, I think so too. Okay, Mev, it is your turn.
Yeah, it is.
This
So-
droid is hurt.
Sylvn is not, a very aggressive person. He doesn't like conflict. But- There is a little bit of like a competitive streak in him, and he sees Ceph eyeballing that droid in front of him, so he quickly tries to get a smack on him before Ceph can.
Ooh, does a 12 hit?
It does.
Yes!
And that's enough damage to finish it off.
You see him explode right in front of you,
Ceph goes to reach for the droid, and a rake just comes and clobbers this thing to a ground as it falls over.
My kill.
Yeah, I kill Steel. Ceph, if you look over at me, you probably just see me smile a little bit.
With that hand that's held up, just... I go to reach and pick up my lightsaber.
Yep, you pick it up.
Great.
Alright. Cornelius just says, well, that was interesting. So any chance those things raise some kind of alarm when it saw us?
Well, very, very likely.
Let's move.
Fun. Do you guys always get in trouble like this?
Very, very often.
Yes, quite often, actually. More than you would think. So I actually want to use my spot skill real quick. I want to look around and see if there's any sort of wires or anything, or like cables or anything lining the walls or anything, and if they all seem to be heading in a general direction.
Ooh, smart
That is-
boy.
That's kind of what I'm looking for, just to try to
Clever.
get the generator.
Okay. So you're looking for cables.
Basically, it's just kind of seeing like
If there's
I
any
kind of looked
clue.
around the room and I saw cables running along the wall, if they were all sort of like feeding towards the same direction. if
Yeah,
they all-
he'd figure that would lead towards the power source, is what he's thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you see the cables go in one general direction towards, like if you were to see cables right here, they would be stretching towards this area.
Okay.
Okay. And I guess I can assume just like from where we came in and stuff that like the wall over. Hold on, I need to get the little thingy so you see what I'm talking about. Where's my little thing?
The arrow thing?
Yeah, I'm trying to do that thing. The little.
There you go. That's the arrow.
That's not
Well,
me.
it's me. So
I don't need the arrow. I need the. I
just click
want
and hold anywhere on the map.
It's the little ruler thing with the circle, by the way.
Okay.
Or
Yeah,
just,
it's not doing anything for me. Okay, basically these walls that lead to the outside of these structures, I would assume that those are the walls leading to the outside of the structures, correct?
Yes.
So I can kind of deduce that the bottom left-hand corner of the room we're in, the cables are probably running in that direction. That's what I was getting at.
Yep.
And there's only one door anyway, so I
Yeah.
know we're going anyway. But
then assumedly he'll peek in this direction to see if there's any wires poking through here as well.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so I guess as we get into this hallway, I do look for that.
Yep.
I'm trying to follow the wires along to the generator.
Actually, do you just peek your head out, or you fully step out?
Peeking.
Do what you want, man.
Alright.
Do what you want.
King Opera.
Huh?
It's a Chinese type of opera. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm peeking.
You're just peeking. You see the cables that you're looking for, and they are stretching towards the bottom of towards the other wall in this direction.
All right.
But, Mev, can you roll me a spot real quick?
Nope.
Spot master,
Yes.
let's go.
Boo.
And also a listen.
Uh-oh.
Oh, double chance. Let's go.
Okay.
Clink,
So
clink,
the
clank.
spot, you failed to see something on the wall, but you also start hearing something. You hear something scraping against the floor.
Ooh, scraping.
Let's see.
Do you guys hear that scraping sound?
Sorry.
No, it's something else. It sounds like it's coming from. Does it sound like it's coming from like the
This
room where?
direction.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to. I need to start archiving enemies, honestly.
Yeah. Usually when I do it, I just have them already set up on the map in the GM layers.
Yeah, I should start doing that.
Yeah.
I just like setting it up depending on how you guys enter a room and all that.
Yeah, you only have to
Just-
show as much as you want to show, so I just leave more stuff on the field.
Just
You
do
hear-
what I do and just run a campaign that doesn't use a map.
Just
But I like
never have
using a
us
ma-
fight anything. In Star Wars.
Yeah, in Star
But
Wars, no combat.
But the scraping you hear is actually a droidica.
Lovely.
Okay.
Since
Would
you
Sylvn
heard it,
know what that is? Because Mev does not.
Yep.
you have faced this before.
Okay.
Okay, what is a
It was in
droid?
that-
Big rolling death ball with a shield and machine gun lasers.
You guys?
That I stole the shield from.
Yep.
Yes.
I'm gonna try to steal one again.
Lovely.
All right. Let's see if you could actually do that. That was a crit success you hit,
Yeah.
remember?
I know.
Worth trying again.
Well, since I hear these things, could I step outside and ready an attack before they got here?
Try.
What do you see out? Oh, okay.
Yeah, you see him step out and ready his sparky hand.
How close do you wait until they come here? Is the question. Before you
mean-
step out.
When I heard the sound, because I've seen these things before, would I have recognized the sound?
You've only ran into them once, and that was on the planet where that Sith temple was, if you remember that.
Okay, so I'm assuming once Sylvn heard the sound and said to the rest of the party, like, "Oh, do you guys hear that?"
Mhm.
And didn't really get he got like a joke answer from Ceph.
Yep.
Didn't really get any kind
It's
of
canon.
real answer. He would just kind of step out and look. So
Yeah.
I think I would have done it pretty quickly.
All right.
Pretty quickly, so that means it would end up right here then.
Sure.
Uh,
Could Ceph like follow him out while he's doing this?
Would you have believed? What? That's actually.
I mean, if he's walking into the hallway, I'm gonna follow because usually I go first. But if he's going first, I'll try to stay close behind. It's my only thought.
I would say no on the fact that he didn't announce what he was doing,
Great.
and the fact like he just did it out of his own volition.
That's fine. Very well.
All right, Mav. So these things spot you, and they start. And they're gonna use their bonus action that they have upon finding you to try to uncurl themselves. You have one turn before they turn on their shield.
All right.
Okay, the one that is lower on this map, I try to zappy zap him.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
So that would be 12 damage.
Yep. And you deal 12 damage to an unarmored battle droidica. So let me just... How much health did I get? Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, no. He's barely still up, actually. Oof, you were just under it.
Dang. Throw your
I wouldn't
lightsaber at him.
I wouldn't really have any kind of bonus action, right? Because I already used a force action. So,
Yeah.
but I have enough time to yell to the rest of the group, we have more company.
Yes, that you can use that as your bonus.
I suppose you
Yes.
could use movement as well if you'd like to.
Yeah, I would say you use 3 of it. You have 3 to try to move.
1, 2, 3. So I would say we have more company and back up a couple of steps.
Okay.
All right.
Is now a time for initiative sorts of things?
Yes, it is.
Alright, yet again.
You know what? Actually, we'll just keep the same initiatives. We'll I'll just make a fresh one for the droidicas.
But I rolled a 19.
See what I would have gotten.
I guess it don't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yep.
I rolled a what? What is up with my rolls today against you guys?
Are we rolling initiatives again then?
No.
This is since this is technically a dungeon crawl right now. It would make more sense if we just keep the same initiatives.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's fine.
All right.
Just because everyone rolled them, I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. Alright. So who's up first? I suppose
That
Callie.
would be Kayla.
Hi. I'm scared.
Yeah.
Wait, so are they unraveled now then?
I think currently unraveling, he said.
Oh, in the process of unraveling.
Yeah.
Okay. At that point, I would probably just get out the handy dandy squid stole, and I'll shoot at the thunder. If my power goes out, you guys know what.
Yep.
That was the first one I heard through your mic.
Oh really?
Yeah, that was a
There
big
probably
one, yeah.
earlier too. That's why I muted. I'll shoot at the furthest one.
This
Or the
bottom
one-
one?
Yeah, the one that
Yeah.
has already
That,
been shocked.
Yep, I assume so.
Okay, getting thingy back up. Squid stole, boom.
You're in Florida, right, Kayla? So essentially, it could be thundering and raining right now, and in a half an hour, it'd be...
That is the most ironic roll I've seen today.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Some really low damage rolls, but a crit. So +5. 10 damage.
That's 10 damage, and you know, funny enough, that's easily enough to finish them off.
Yeah.
Because if you guys remember, these guys have really good AC, but they have...
Not much
Yeah, the
help.
trick is actually getting to him.
Yep. All right.
I think that's all I'm gonna do.
All right. So you do that. It's now Cephalopod's turn.
Okay. Excuse me, Callie, Mary. Sorry, don't mean to. My bad. Just squeezing on through. Okay. And then I have my full movement. So 1, 2. I would like to swing at his face. I'm just using the single-bladed lightsaber right now, so I have a better chance to hit. And I guess would my since I did it at the beginning of this, would my battle mind still be active?
Used at the beginning of this combat, right?
Yeah, when we entered the dungeon, essentially.
I would say after this encounter, you would have to roll a new one. But
All right,
yes.
that's fine. Sounds good. I will swing at it. +3 to hit.
Yep. Still up.
Yep, same thing. +3 to hit. Second swing.
Well, that's a down.
Right through the shield. Cornelius comes in. I'll help you. Oh,
Okay.
Who says the combat's over, Xylo?
I didn't.
As you guys hear, another droidica rolls up at the end of the hallway.
Nice. Cornelius would like to use force pull to pull him in.
Oh no.
Hit him with the move object, Cornelius.
Now, because this one is rolling, does it not have its shields up currently?
Correct.
No. In order to nerf these guys so they wouldn't be overpowered as an enemy against you guys, and to give you guys a chance, it does take them a full action.
Cornelius.
Yeah, like a full turn to actually put get their AC up that high.
Cornelius wants to pull this guy right next to him, if possible.
Yep. We'll just move this guy over
Yeah,
here.
that's fine. And to be fair, he hasn't swung yet, so it's not a massive damage or anything, but against an unshielded Droideka, could be important.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
Still up though.
Yeah, that's all Cornelius has, unfortunately.
All right. So.
Okay, Cornelius.
So the Droideka is going to uncurl itself, and while it does not have its shield up, it will try to fire at Cornelius.
Oh no.
So
Sounds good.
let's get his triple shot in.
Yep. AC of 15 on Corny. That's a hit. I need to reset his vitality so he doesn't die with that hit. There we go.
Oh, was he that low?
Yeah. He doesn't have a lot.
Second repeater shot.
That is another hit. All right, fantastic.
Third repeater shot.
Cornelius is safely at 0 vitality.
Safely, he's fine.
Well, just vitality, not wounds, right?
Yeah,
he's
I also noticed Mario, you know, generally, a character's wound score would be their constitution. However, Cornelius currently has a wound score of 3 total. So, whether you would like that to stand or to be the actual score of a, you know, character, that's up to you.
The only thing is, only player characters get that vitality.
Yeah, exactly. So, if that stands at 3, that stands at 3.
I really hope Cornelius dies the day that I'm just sassy to him.
Mm-hmm.
You just sass him to death.
Yo, here's a perfect time for Callie to accidentally hit him with the squidstill.
What do I have a feeling?
We'll give him since he survived 3 combats with you guys already. We'll boost him up to 5.
Okay. Makes no difference against these hits, but okay.
So, like, how does this play out role-play wise? So if he has no vitality, he's down to 0 vitality, but he
so
still
now
has
he's just
full
standing
wound points?
exhausted. He's not injured, but he's exhausted. He has
So
depleted
from our
all of his
perspective,
energy.
He wouldn't look hurt. He would just look really tired.
Yep.
Basically, just imagine someone just punching you in your gut. You're not going to die, but you're like.
Now, I'm not talking about from his perspective how he feels. I'm talking about from our perspective how he looks. He doesn't look injured, right? He just looks like tired.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he's about to die or anything, but he just looks like he's just drained.
Okay.
Yeah, because he had to basically imagine he had to use the force to try to cushion the blows of those blasts, and that just took a lot out of him to do.
Yeah, like battered and scratched, sure.
Mm-hmm.
But
Well, yeah.
It's not like he has gaping laser wounds or anything.
Yeah, we wouldn't look over and see him like
Yeah.
bleeding or something.
We can see
like
that he's not doing well, but he's not injured.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
But we don't know that he's pretty much made of glass after that point.
Yeah, I mean, he just took the full brunt of it without being able to reflect a single shot, so.
Yeah. I can't believe that was exactly the number 2. Or close to it, at least.
No, it was way overkill. It was not. It wasn't close. He had 4 hit points left, and you hit him with the 12. So.
Yeah. Oy. All right. So, Cornelius just took that blast of damage. Kayla's your turn.
Well, they're both kind of in the way. Is it unraveled now?
Yeah, I don't believe it put its shield up yet. Unless it did.
1, 2, 3. I guess I'll go over here.
Yeah, standing up.
Of the dead one, yeah. And I'll whack it with my lightsaber. So I would shoot at it, but I don't want to be the person to kill Cornelius.
Ooh.
What
You know
is
that's
hap-
funny.
It
know,
shouldn't
funny
have
enough,
much health.
It still kills.
Nice
Nice.
hit, Callie.
And Cornelius is just on the ground like, oh.
Cornelius, you're not supposed to get shot by so many lasers.
You think I wanted that? Is he all right?
Cornelius, do you remember from your Jedi training how to heal yourself? Meditate and all that?
You know I failed that one.
Yeah, he doesn't have it checked.
I suppose I could try to. I put my hand on his. Actually, yeah, I put my hand on his shoulder. Not even actually trying to do this. I just do it to sort of try to be comforting, but I wind up using my heal another skill.
Nice.
Not bad.
I would like to do the same, but completely realizing what I'm doing.
Divide those by 2, and that's restore the vitality.
Alright. Suppose that would be 19. Great.
I have 7 points in heal another,
Nice.
plus a 3 to begin with, so I have like a plus 10 in that skill,
Nice.
and still only rolled 1 better than you.
I had a good roll. And
Yeah.
I have a bit of a plus in there, too.
I can't remember. Did any of you guys ever buy a first aid kit in any of the shops you guys went
If
to?
anyone had it, it would be Dark.
Yeah, I never did.
I don't even think Dark did.
I think he did at one point, I think.
Really?
I know he has medical supplies because he heals us with, so I assume
Yes,
yes.
That's what he bought. He bought medical supplies, so yeah, and he's your guy. The only person missing from this session
Is the healer.
has your medical supplies.
Yeah, but we have 2 guys who could, or actually no, you could do it too, Kayla. Kayla, can you have a heal another skill as well, right?
Yeah, your level, you
Some-
should be able to use it.
I don't know. Mine probably wouldn't be as good by any means, but
That brings him to 1 below full. Between the 3 of us. Good job, squad.
We have a group hug and make him feel better.
Make him feel better. We just cheer him on after his cool move, pulling in the droid and doing severe damage to it, you know? He did a good
No,
thing.
that was good. It was helpful. Yeah, no, you did good.
didn't
Totally.
completely.
I love Callie's thing. It's like she can't even like compliment him. She's just like, you didn't completely suck.
Mhm.
Yes.
Alright, what's rolling in next, Mario?
Well, it seems like you cleared out what was essentially like a little hallway guard patrol in this area. I'll just
Cool,
put
but,
these
like,
guys right here.
Sylvn, after seeing the wires, he wants to go check out this door.
Yeah, makes sense.
All right.
Cornelius, you just stay in the back. Get a little rest.
You just don't want your buddy to die, do you?
I don't want to be the reason he dies. If he dies, like, because of his own stupid thing, sure. But if he's dying for us, you know.
To be fair, you're more bulky. You can survive your own stupid things. But this guy,
Yeah. I don't want him taking Ceph's lead in how to enter a battle. That's probably not the best way for a normal person to enter a battle.
No. Okay. So, as you enter the room, you notice there's a lot of smoke in there. And that's because it seems like this is a testing room. But there is some solitary large figures in the room. But because of the smoke, you don't see them. You can't tell what they are.
Okay, does this look like a generator room?
No.
And I can pretty much deduce that pretty clearly just from like looking in there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do I see it clearly enough to see the door on the other side of the room?
You can see a faint outline of it past the other shadowy figures.
Okay.
Okay, well I think he would look there. He would sort of look here, see that there's a dead end.
Yeah, and I think Ceph would probably look over here. Do we see, like, the pile of rocks?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Seems like because of the... It seems because some of the shakes that have been happening in this area.
Yeah.
It seems as though there have been some collapses. You would see some minor small droids, not hostile or anything, just trying to clear away the rubble. But it seems like it's gonna take them a while to do so.
Through the danger zone it is.
Yeah, I suppose this is the only way to go.
That you guys can see, yeah.
Alright. Would you like me to go in for... Okay.
Yeah, I step in, but don't go too much further. Like, I don't just, like, keep going.
I'll just walk in the little doorway.
Alright. Freaking
Come on,
upside down.
quick,
I was hoping you guys forgot all about that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So as you guys do so, you see two
Oh gosh.
two of the prototype battle droids that you guys had seen on the
Yeah.
battle cruiser testing out their weapons. As soon as you enter the room, the proximity alert goes off. And
Bad time for them to test weapons. Couldn't they have been testing like something else?
Yeah, why weren't they testing their coffee making?
Yeah.
I forgot the shield thing. I'll do it on the way out.
I wasn't going to mention it, Kayla, because I didn't want you to roll a crit, and all of a sudden you guys have two of those things.
Yo,
Yeah.
can you get one for Ceph? I think he needs it. It sounds like a good
Oh.
plan.
I'm not even sure if I want Kayla to keep it because of our high AC now.
True.
No, yeah, it's a bit insane.
Yeah, my AC is actually better, so I don't necessarily need the shield much anymore. I did need it before with 14. I was
But when you took-
struggling.
But once you took the Jedi class, yeah, that fixed itself.
Yeah.
Hey, okay. So these two point their shots at you. Because this is like a surprise that you weren't expecting them, they will get one round of attacks on you before anything.
They did literally have their weapons out practicing with them, so fair.
Yeah. So first one's gonna go to Ceph.
Alright, bring it. There's no way he's going to hit me, he misses. I want to reflect it back at him.
Is that five? Is that 5 under?
Yeah, easily.
All right. If it's 5 under, go. What is your AC?
20.
Huh?
20.
20? It has to be 5 under. Wait.
Well, no, anything within the 5 under.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, obviously it's not the exact number it has to be. Alright, and I just do a regular attack to swing it back at him?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can hit ASAC.
Ah,
That is a miss, actually.
okay, fair enough. Tells us a lot at least.
And this one's gonna go to Mev, who came into the room first.
Sure.
Look at Mev, always going in first on these now.
16, how's your AC, Mev? I feel like it's close to that.
My AC is 17.
Yes!
Nice.
Okay. Nice, yeah.
I do have
Alright.
a +2 temp modifier. I'm guessing that's from the armor, though, right?
Yeah. You were wearing the armor. You have to wear the armor, so.
Great.
I mean, I don't have to. But I will say I only took off the breathing apparatus
Yeah.
when we came here.
They just rolled a 13 on their initiative.
I hate that I have to run through this whole thing with a 5. But it's okay.
Okay, we roll initiative now.
No,
We're just
we're
carrying
keeping.
through. So you and
Yeah.
Callie get to act before this?
Well, no, they rolled a 13.
Yeah.
I have
So
a
Callie gets to go first. Yeah.
Oh, I thought Mev had higher than that. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, Callie definitely gets to go.
See the turn order, so.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, so I'm gonna stick with the lightsaber, I guess. I'm gonna walk up to this dude. Are these like walls or something? Like, do we have to go around them? I guess.
No, they're just like they're just a little
Decorative floor
absorption
panels.
packs. Huh?
Okay.
Nothing.
Lightsaber. What you?
Oh, gross.
That's a miss.
Never mind. I'll just be over here, I guess.
Just doing my thing.
Callie,
Oh boy.
I'm sorry.
Oh no.
So,
Ceph's just like, I'm really proud of you all stepping up, walking in the room before me this time. You're doing really good in the whole fighting thing, and they're good.
Miss.
Not putting themselves at risk. Alright, so big miss from the first wrist blaster attack. How many did he get?
And miss.
they are big, bulky. They only get one attack.
Okay, so it's, yeah, they're tanks. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Forgot if they were offensively strong or not.
Technically, they can have a big range of attacks, but they're mainly just there to absorb damage. If you remember from the show, that's basically what they were.
Okay. Yeah, I can't really tell by the picture what they are, so.
They're basically pre-versions of the super battle droids from the second movie.
Okay.
You know, yeah, those colossal ones.
Sure.
So that you do that. Now it is Mev's turn, actually.
Ooh.
Okay, Sylvn is going to scan the room and look to see if there's any sort of computer consoles or anything around the room that might control these guys.
Smart boy.
Well, there isn't any controls for that particularly. You do notice controls for some of the training dummies in the room.
Okay.
Hmm.
And some of these training dummies do have blasters on them.
How would I know the difference?
Because this console's directly connected, is wired up to them. Like you see cables connecting to them.
Okay, where would that be?
About
Right here.
Perfect. Can I have enough movement to go down there, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
easily.
1, 3. I go there, and I use my computer use.
Ooh.
Oh, wait, I can't use that. No, wait, I can, because they're not force skills, correct?
Right.
Yep.
I use computer use to try to hack these guys to sick them on these other droids.
You did not pass.
Okay.
Big
Do I just not succeed yet, or do I know that this is not possible?
You did not succeed yet.
Okay.
You
Can I
still
go-
have an attack since
Oh, does he?
since that was technically he can use a force attack since he didn't do any damaging attacks.
Okay, while Ceph is sitting there typing with one hand, you see him reach one hand
You're
out
not
behind.
Ceph, I am. You're Sylvn.
It's
And I try to force attack him with my hand, not even looking.
No look.
He goes like one out and over the shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Judgment. That's a 5. That's 5 damage.
Okay, and obviously I'm hitting the one that's closest to me, right by
Yep.
right by Callie.
Oh wait, no, that's 3 damage. I forgot we divide the damage
Oh,
by
yeah,
3
the strikes, yeah.
Oh, for 4 strikes, yeah.
again.
Alrighty.
There we go. Okay, now it is Cephalopod's turn.
Hello, hi guys, how are you? I'm Mr.
That
Lopod.
messes with me so much that you guys have it at an angle like
Sorry,
that.
sorry.
I'm
I didn't mean
aiming
to
my
do that.
lightsaber directly at him, though. It makes sense. I want to focus with my battle mind.
Yeah, because I told you needed a fresh one for this one.
Correct. And we're sticking with the single lightsaber blade.
All right.
And I will swing. How does
That,
It's 23.
that's a hit.
Yeah.
It's a hit.
Alright, only 10 damage. Lame. I'll do the second attack, also adding it to AC. To the attack roll, rather. Well, didn't need it there. Jeez, boy!
That's about 29 damage.
Jeez, that's almost a max I can do.
Yep, and
On
guess what?
every die.
Just gets cut completely in half.
Cleave! Alright. Let's see, it's a cleave with the regular thing, so boom. 12 damage.
Yep.
What a roll. Okay.
Jeez.
Cornelius! Get him!
Right on top of Kayla.
I mean, yeah. Adjacent to her. As we do when we fight. He's got this. 19, no bonus.
Okay, hold on. I need to refresh. The Roll20 is glitching up.
Okay. Yeah, so Cornelius runs in trying to help out, swinging at this boy while Ceph's got him all distracted. Swings in with a good swing, a 19, but these guys are quite armored. So who's to tell if this hit will make it through their bulky exterior into the soft, wiry underbellies of them or not.
Yep. So, let me see. That's actually a miss.
Yeah, okay. Just pouring flavor into it as your thing's reloading.
Yep. That's actually a miss, funny enough.
Yeah, and I guess that's all Cornelius can do. That's our moves.
Yep. Back over to Kayla.
Hey. Gonna try and redeem myself here and smack it with the lightsaber
You
again.
got this. Ah, I was almost at 19.
I'll just be here.
Kayla and
You know-
Cornelius just swinging their sabers at this thing ineffectively.
Chill by Sylvn over here, you know.
We chilling, we vibing.
Yeah, there's one thing you forgot, Kayla.
Yeah.
Oh, attack of opportunity.
Yep.
Alright. Miss.
With the armor. Thanks, armor. You keep rolling 19s.
Hate that. You know what? I'm just gonna say he's probably gonna die next turn, so he's gonna fire a wrist rocket at Kayla.
Nice.
Go for it.
Of course.
Very big miss. Also, you spelled wrist wrong.
Worst. No, it's accurate. That's the worst rocket.
I hate that. Can't fix that right now. I must have written this when I was very tired.
It's the worst rocket I've seen.
Hasn't hit once yet.
Yep.
You all.
You did it, not us.
I guess Mev's up.
You bring this on yourself. Mev is, I'm up.
Yep.
Yep.
Sylvn is still, typing away.
Alright.
Trying to activate these other droids.
Oh, baby.
That was almost 3, I think.
Yeah.
So you finally get them activated. They ask what is the protocol you wish to run? Combat training, defense training.
Defense training. Defense training.
I guess defense training, but defending... No, but then it would be combat.
I assume
training,
defense
right?
training for testing these droids would mean they get shot at. It tests the droid's defense. That's my theory.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I guess I'll try defense. Defense training.
All right. So when you activate the defensive training protocol, you actually put up energy shields around the droids.
Okay, so wrong. It's the dummy's defense is being trained. Whoops.
Okay. So
Why do you ever listen to Xylo?
It's my move. I guess I can do force strike again.
Mm-hmm.
Just go away, slap.
Yeah, I'm just like behind me. Let's see if that does any good. Ooh.
Oh, actually, Mev.
Nice little 7.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, 7. So close.
So he has between
so
1 and
you
3
are-
health left. Safe to say.
Other no-look thing, I'm still sitting there typing with one hand. I reach out behind me, do a force thing, and you see that droid just get knocked to the ground. And it's not looking good, but it's still sort of functioning.
You sweep its leg, and then Steph's just like, I want to slowly sink my lightsaber into this thing.
If you want to try that.
Sure.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
think it's finishing off.
He just completely disables this thing, and I'm just like, okay. Got it.
I was gonna I would have been laughing if Cornelius did that though.
Fair.
Okay. So you guys have successfully cleared out the experimental super battle droids, which was something you only saw on that droid ship.
Yeah, they spreading.
Yep.
And just because he feels kind of silly, because his attempt didn't work to try to get these other droids involved, Sylvn checks his email.
Yeah, he was trying to do that the whole time.
Yep, just to save face a little bit. So I was like, oh yes, I was just trying to check my email as we were fighting those
In the
guys.
middle of a battle?
We took care of them, did we not?
He's literally written in his journal in the middle of a battle against several Dark Jedi.
Yes, I'd say this
This
is a
is
step
not out
back.
of character.
Okay.
Ceph would like to walk through the door first. He just walks out before anyone else gets the chance to.
Yep. And you see no one.
Of course there's no one when Ceph walks out.
Okay, I come out, and I don't know if you want me to roll spot again.
Yeah, just looking for the ceiling wires.
Yeah, I'm still trying to follow cables.
Yep. You see that the cables are stretching through.
Nope. Okay, but
Yeah.
I thought I had to roll. Sorry.
So there's actually a little bit of a diverging path. You see cables going through this wall towards this area, but then you also see cables running along this wall.
You just ping the same place twice.
Sorry, you see against this wall,
Okay.
leading towards this area.
Gotcha.
So you have a choice to make on which cables you follow.
I don't think we do have a choice.
We don't have a choice.
Unless we either have to go
Yeah,
through that door, so.
Mhm. We go this way. I want to peek
Which
in
door?
this top door.
You look in there, and there seems to be capsules in there.
I want to look closer. I'm curious.
Are you sure? Are you
Sure.
sure you want this, Xylo?
I'm curious. I don't know if Xylo wants this, but Ceph is curious.
Yeah, Ceph is a curious boy.
If you take off, the glasses look like they're all fogged up. If you want to try to wipe that away.
Sure, I press a suction cup against one of them.
If you want to.
Yeah, I do that, and then I just kind of like drag it down to see if I can see what's in there.
You do?
I think he does.
Inside the capsules is it's a sand person.
I leave the room.
Do you not want to?
What was in there? Anything of consequence?
Nothing of consequence.
No. Okay, but we don't want to go in there then?
No need to go in there.
I say we go through this door right here.
I think that is a much better idea. It's a very dangerous room.
Oh.
Why am I tied up now? I didn't ask for that.
Oh yeah, true.
Suppose I trust you, Ceph, and I follow Callie.
All right.
Since those other wires went that way, I would probably go to this door and peek inside.
Yeah, do the wires that were following that wall kind of also lead this way?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
As you guys do, can you roll me? Can one of you guys roll me a gamble? Someone.
I want to do it.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever rolled a gamble.
Yeah, I've rolled a lot of them, so someone else go for it.
Yep.
You got this, Kayla.
Let's let it roll gambles more often, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. You avoid a situation.
What was it? I want to know.
Well, this is a
Tell
server room.
us afterwards. You might be able to recycle it.
All right.
You avoid a situation. That's one of my favorite D&D
I kind of like
lines.
how ominous that is. And
It's like, she's telling us exactly what happened, but it's still super ominous.
All right. So, Mev, you enter this room.
I look into it.
You notice that there's nothing but a single droid in here.
Single droid. Interesting. Is it active or is it just like?
It's active, but it's not. But it doesn't spot you yet.
Okay, but I don't see anything that looks like a generator or anything. Correct?
No, but behind it is a stairwell.
Oh, that's a stairwell.
stairs.
Do you see like wires going down the stairwell at all?
Does he?
Yeah, he does.
Alright, so walk up behind that one. Rake it. Rake it good.
I don't know if I need to. It doesn't seem to be hostile.
Oh, okay, great.
Wait,
Ceph
there's
walks
two
in.
now. Wait, no, one went back downstairs.
You said it's not
I
hostile.
realized I was using the original version of him. Like I keep a copy of the original droid I made
Gotcha.
for certain stuff.
Okay.
Ceph walks in
Yeah.
to say hello.
Are you sure about that?
Sure, he said it's not hostile. And if not, he will dispatch of said droid.
All right. Surprise attack round from the security droid.
Great.
Because remember, these guys are on high alert.
Yeah. God darn it. Of course you had to
my
crit.
God. Not only that, these guys have a special ability, Xylo.
Oh boy, what is it?
These guys have never created before, but they have a stun feature on their blasters.
So you guys watch Ceph walk through the door and then just collapse to the ground.
So you'll take your 14 damage. Also, you miss your next turn.
Okay.
Oof.
So Sylvn had just said, like, they don't seem to be hostile, and he would probably be like, I think they're hostile now. After I see Ceph.
Just crumble.
Oh, I love it when the dice roll like that.
This is why I put myself in these situations, so these beautiful moments can happen. Alright. I guess you better roll for this, man, otherwise Callie's gonna go walk all over it.
Yeah.
Oh, do we have to
Lovely.
roll initiative now?
No.
No, we're sticking with the same one. All right.
Which is
well,
good
I'm
for
gonna
you.
I'm gonna walk in and hope that I can actually do something here. We're gonna stick with the squid stole, I think.
Pew pew.
That's a miss.
Oh no!
Yikes.
All right. Can. Oh, I just don't think I'm gonna do anything else and hope that Sylvn can do something. I was tempted to force move it down the stairs, or at least try to, but then it might be able to go get some of its buddies.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily help us.
Yeah, so.
So we gotta go down there anyway, so.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, Sylvn, it's all you.
Okay,
You
I
just step
walk
over
in,
me,
I
I'm on the
step
ground.
over
Yeah.
Ceph.
Yep.
I look around the room quick again to see if there's any sort of computer console or something that I could control these things from.
All right. There's no such controls in this room, unfortunately.
Okay, don't even have to roll. Okay,
And it's pretty obvious. It's a pretty empty room. It's just meant to have this one guard in here.
Sure. Alrighty.
then I guess if I hit him with my lightning again. This is exciting.
Not bad.
Yeah.
How?
12.
Divide that by 3. Yep, 12. Oh,
How about 2
By 2.
lightning?
Big 12.
yep. 12 damage. There we go.
I think Cornelius at the, for his turn, just walks up and sees if he can heal Ceph. Because he does
Alright.
have the heal another spell.
All right, try it.
Oh, that one.
That was so close. I thought I was expecting him to fail categorically, but nope. Now, does the force heal have any effect on the stun whatsoever?
None.
Okay.
Unless it's a crit, it
Yep.
doesn't have that kind of effect.
Just a shot in the dark chance, and worst case scenario, I get vitality back anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's all Cornelius can do.
Yep. Security droid's turn.
I guess Ceph slowly starts wobbling up to his feet.
He's
But
gonna shoot him again as he does that.
perfect. Right back at me. Let's go.
Please another crit. Please another crit. Please another crit. Aww.
Wow.
Nothing.
Good.
And it misses too. Darn it. All right.
Uh,
Kayla's your turn
I
again.
could reflect that. I don't think I need to, though. I think we'll be okay.
We gonna smack the boy with the lightsaber, since clearly the squid still can't do nothing.
Alright.
Holy.
Oh, that's a hit.
Okay,
Lovely.
nice.
And that's a dead droid.
Hey!
Oh. Easy.
Good work, Callie Mary.
It was supposed to be a simple encounter, but then Xylo just let it
Collapsed.
hit.
hmm
It's the sand people all over again.
I mean, yeah, there's one like your roll. It's all good.
He just saw a sand person, so he's
Yeah,
like
he was a
little...
little unnerved by that. He was like, let me get away from the sand person as quickly as possible. Ooh.
You don't even want to question why that thing's in there either.
Nope.
I kind of like it better that we don't know, that he just goes, sees it, nopes out of there, and that's it.
Who knows if there's actually a sand person in there, or it just is meant to show Ceph's worst fears. But Ceph will just walked out of the room.
All right.
Yeah, I
so,
guess we want to go down the stairs.
Yep. All right.
Oh, here we are. This looks familiar.
Yep. You'll notice this battle droid facility, but something you guys are not happy to see is right here. These are new type of underwater droid vehicles, and by the looks of it, They're supposed to be high speed, meant for bombing runs.
I want to hop on top of one and let the treadmill carry me like last time.
No.
No, I don't.
That did not work. That did not work out for you well last time.
What do you mean? Callie saved me.
So wait, this isn't the generator room though.
Oh, it
It's
is.
just-
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I was gonna say the second we get down here, Sylvn looks around and scopes for anything that resembles a generator.
Do you see these three things?
Yes.
The reason for those quakes earlier was actually because of these things. They're draining. They're using the magma from the planet's core, from the volcano itself, to power this factory.
Oh man.
Uh-oh.
So, you
Alright,
know where.
well,
We fight
Okay.
for the lava.
It's obvious what we need to do. We set the charges on those things over there, and we get out of here and blow this thing to Kingdom Come.
do you think we're gonna have enough time to get out of here?
As long as we
Or
set them so
the
we have enough
flow?
time to get out of here.
Okay.
All right. So, you'll notice that there's two walkways you have to get to put the generators on. One side on this side, and the other on this side.
I could take the
Alright.
far side.
Are you sure?
Sure. Hold my hands out for explosives.
Just be
idea.
really, really careful.
I will
Okay.
be.
Maybe take Cornelius with you, and Sylvan and I will take care of this side.
Alright, sounds like a plan. I'll take the
Alright,
explosives.
get the explosives.
I pretend to drop them. And then I drop them and then catch them.
Sylvn has a brief
Want me,
panic
want me to
attack.
make a reflex roll just in case I roll a 1, Mario?
Go ahead.
Oh.
Oh, he actually caught
My
him.
goodness.
He caught him really well too. He didn't even really pull it off that well. That he didn't even fake the drop in too well.
Yeah.
It's like, what? Huh?
Yep.
Yep.
So, you guys, I'm guessing you and Cornelius head this way?
Yeah, we do.
Yep. And then Sylvan and I will head this way. Or I guess, if you don't want us going that far yet.
No, you guys can go up there and start setting up the charges.
Okay.
We set up charges.
All right.
We also set up charges.
I think there's a roll for actually setting up explosives.
Oh no! Demolitions, let's go.
Yep. Something you guys haven't put anything in.
I think I put a little bit into everything,
Yeah,
to be
she
fair.
might have. Huh.
I only have 2 in it, but
I don't have that box checked, but I'm assuming I can use it.
Alright,
Yep.
yeah, let's go. Let's go.
I was
You have
told
a,
last time
you have a
that
minus in
there
that,
are
don't you?
Thank
anything
goodness.
that's a force skill and it's just regular skills, you can use any of those, right?
Yeah,
You don't need
Yep.
that.
I think so.
It's just you just get a bonus on them when
Ooh,
you
boy,
roll.
I rolled a 16, thank goodness.
yeah, I don't have any of those boxes checked, I'm gonna be honest. Okay,
Nice.
Sylvan.
I guess,
Alright.
Cornelius
you
can
guys-
check my work.
Mm-hmm. So, so both of you, all of you guys set up the charges successfully, and you guys gave yourself an hour to get out.
Wonderful.
Now, as
And
you
with
guys
it-
set them up,
End of session, yay!
you wish it was that easy.
Oh no.
As
Yeah.
you guys do,
I do have to.
2 droids drop down.
My friends.
Dun, 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 dun.
I had to
Ooh.
cheekily say to Mario last night, I really did like the Magna Guard encounter. That was fun.
That's why I was I wish I had a webcam on because I was
Yeah,
smiling when
I'm
you
sure
said
you
that.
were. Alright.
And just to tell you, Mev, if you never saw this session before you joined, these guys almost took down Cephalopod one-on-one.
Okay.
One of them did. There's 2 of them now.
And you guys are separated too.
Yep. It's alright. I've trained Callie well.
We got this.
All right. So let me roll their initiative.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
We do
see.
also have to wrap up the stream soon.
Oh, do we?
Yeah, it's
It's 7:05.
All right. Okay. So the initiative was 6. So
alright. I'll beat them in 2 turns. I got this.
I'll just use the security. Yeah, there we go. All right. Now let's get to combat.
All right.
All right. It is Kayla's turn to go first.
All right. I don't remember anything about these guys.
They have
to be
these big
honest.
staffs with like little electrical spikes at either end of them, and they twirl them around.
That's cool. I'm
So-
gonna shoot at him.
Yep. Nice. That's a good squidstill shot.
Nice.
Finally.
Yeah. It hits him.
Yeah.
Okay.
It hits him.
What is this like lava right here?
Yeah.
Well.
Can I try and force move object him into the lava?
Yep. You can try.
Big roll.
Where is move? Can't find it.
Second chunk near the M's.
I think my thing is glitching out. There it is. Okay. Yeah, I couldn't scroll down that far.
Hey.
Now let's see if we can resist.
Oh,
What the heck?
well. You rolled a 3. So how's that go for him?
Well, he goes into the lava.
Alright, it's a start.
Does it do anything to him?
You'll find out when it's his turn.
Okay.
Alright, speaking of which, it's his turn. Nah, Sylvn gets
Isn't
to
it
go.
Mev's?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mev, what do you do?
I
Sylvn?
look around. I once again look around the room for any sort of computer console that I think might control these guys.
Well, not these joys specifically, but you do see a,
Okay, I didn't even need to roll.
well, it's kind of hard not to miss this
Yeah.
little console guy right here.
But I already know specifically they don't control these two droids.
They control
I mean,
the
they're right
factory,
next
yeah.
to the whole power thing, so. And I think the droids normally aren't connected to just like a terminal that controls them in your experience, so it's reasonable that you would come up with that.
Oh, okay. But I guess, so would Sylvn have already known that then?
Maybe. Or it's assumed it probably.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess Mario just let me do it 3 or 4 times without telling me that. Like, you would know that these things aren't really connected to any sort of network or anything like
Well, it's
that.
because they control different objects that in those rooms. That's why. Like if you would have chosen the offensive option, you would have had the those security dummies just start firing into the room.
In hindsight, actually just putting the shields was probably better than them firing wildly.
Is this one, like, that's near me in lava right now?
Yeah, I just pushed it.
He's currently sinking at the moment.
Okay, I guess
I was hoping it would damage it, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
try to tap it with lightning. For the...
You can if you want.
Little tap on him. Make sure to stay down. Alright. Nice little 10.
Nice. Yep.
Alright. On to the Magna Guards.
Yep.
Ceph's so
Let's-
far away.
First off, they're going to let's see. Ah, here it is. First off, the one in the lava is going to roll his immortality matrix.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. These guys are good
see.
at not dying. Not that one, no. Not that one. Not that. That one's just having a bad day.
Yeah, he just sinks below the lava.
Hey, as he just got yes, I did something good.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you have to roll a 1, Magna Guard? I set you up to be awesome. I set you up to be awesome.
I'm so proud. I'm so proud.
Thank you.
I did so much.
Oh, you still
You
got
did it
Ceph to
good.
mess with here, I'm sure.
Yeah, you got a whole.
Yeah, this will be fun, Mario.
This one's just gonna
Okay,
draw
sure.
That's one obliterate Ceph. That's going.
I
to
like
be
to think that the
whole-
Magna Guard and Ceph just charge at each other and meet halfway. Let's
You
go.
want to do that?
Hit it.
You know, fine. Just to make it look epic for you.
Okay, sure. Ah, ah. There we go.
And of course,
Yeah. Big hit. Let's go.
And they have a double attack.
Let's do it. Hit it.
Of course.
Okay. He's all over. He's all over it. All right. Ceph's turn.
Yep.
All right. Still got the battle mind, I assume. We are going to swing at him once. That is 20 damage.
Yep.
Don't remember what kind of armor these things have, but my second attack, I'll swing, adding +3 to the damage. How's an 18 do for you?
Miss.
Okay, so we will not be doing that from further points. I would like to use my ability, heroic whatever surge it is, so I can have another attack action.
All right.
And I would like to, yeah, just do the same thing again. Lightsaber, +2 to the attack roll.
That's a miss.
19. Nice. And then another swing. Wrong button, but same effect. 20.
That's a hit.
Yeah. So 20 damage plus 20 damage. So 40.
Yep.
And as a side effect, could I just, like, try to push him into the lava like Kayla did? I think that didn't work as well as I thought. Nope.
Oh.
Yeah, that's gonna push him. You're too focused on the lightsaber going.
Yeah. Got it. Cornelius. You know what? Cornelius is gonna push him into the lava. You got this, Cornelius. All right.
Why did I have to set up a? I thought the
Yeah,
lava
I
generator was gonna
mean,
be so
Kayla was
cool,
very
but then-
resourceful there, so we are going to follow suit. My man.
Nice.
He gets pushed in.
Yep. You can try to beat that with your strength, but it's hard.
Yeah, let's see. Magna Guard strength check.
Yep. Close.
Oh,
Very close.
So close.
And you added an additional thing to his strength since he failed
Because
the
I
last
added-
roll. Still
No, because
failed.
I put that in the wrong spot, but even if
Yeah.
I didn't put it in the wrong spot, that would have been still failed. So
Yep.
I
Cornelius. Woo.
I put it into the wrong area.
Yep. Hey, he still got his special matrix thing to the
Yeah, let's see if that works.
Sure. You can just roll through it.
Yeah. He passes.
Okay, now what does he do, Mario? I want to hear this as we're all looking at him struggling in the lava.
He latches onto the side of the generator that he's near.
Mm-hmm.
He lifts himself up and he lands himself right back on top of here. I'm assuming.
Kayla, would you
Kayla,
like to do the
you're not
honors?
are you gonna take a shot at him since it's technically your turn?
Yeah. I think so.
You could shoot him or...
Or I could. Yeah, do I see him crawl out of the lava?
Yep.
Okay. Yep. I think I'm just gonna force pull him back in.
We're just bullying the Magna Guards.
Yep.
I ate you all.
Oh, 17, that's all you gotta beat, Mario. It's slower than last time. You got this. You only gotta roll a 14 or higher. Oh, even more of a boost than... Okay.
Alright, well,
I didn't give them a. They
Okay.
had the same boost.
Okay, fair enough. Let's see.
because I can, I'm just gonna
Yeah.
shoot at him also.
Ah.
Didn't
okay.
do much, but
Yeah.
I tried.
Mev, you want to try
Alright.
something?
Yeah, Mev, it's your turn.
Well, I'm like all the way across here, so I can't really
Walk
do
over
it.
and give him a pull.
You can. You can.
Across
You
the
could,
thing.
you could try to pull him in, or you could force lightning him. You are at
Yeah.
the same distance if you're at the catwalk.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I try to... Well, because I've done Force Lightning about 18,000 times today, try to pull him in.
Yeah, I think it's funny. It's just this...
Stop double dunking my droid.
Where'd you get double dunk your droid, man?
Could be like the triple dunk right now with this.
It just worked out so
Yeah,
good
it's
the
okay.
first
Yeah,
time.
you know?
Are you?
Yes!
Mev!
Ceph reaches out to swing at him and he just falls in the lava again.
Yeah, you go to swing, it's like, shoop.
Can Ceph and Cornelius just stand over the edge and just gently force push him under the surface?
Immortality Matrix. Go. 1d20 go. He's still alive. He crawls out.
Swing on his
Oh
hands
my
as he's
God.
climbing up.
He just died?
No. Immortality Matrix. He crawls back out.
He's not doing anything.
19 does it. Jeez.
Are you? Oh, no.
How's that do? How's a 25 damage do for him?
He has to do an electrostab against you first.
Sure. Okay. Nice hits.
Oh.
Alright.
Does that do anything against you?
It hurts. I'm below half my vitality. But, yeah. Big.
Now it is. Now.
Yeah, so.
Now it's your turn.
How's that 20 damage do to you?
It hits. It's
Yep.
down to 0 again. Immortality Matrix.
Yep. Cornelius walks over to double tap him.
No, it fails.
Cornelius double taps him anyway and kicks him into the lava.
You guys made my encounter so pitiful.
Yep. Take that.
I planned this all out for you guys to separate and have you guys take mini bosses by yourselves.
Kayla one-shotted that thing.
You guys, that entire encounter, I would say only ate up 10 minutes. You still have like 50 minutes to get out of there.
Yep. So, we start working our way out of there. Does Kayla want to try to get one of the Droideka shields?
I think I'm alright.
Alright. Yeah, we just casually stroll on out of the facility. It's a good thing they didn't have any serious guards here. Ooh.
Yeah, I know, that was sort of
I know.
underwhelming, actually.
Why would they put their toughest guards right next to lava pits that they are extremely vulnerable to?
Yeah, that seemed like a very silly move, I must say.
I hate you both. I hate you all.
And we walk out as an explosion goes up behind us.
Casual.
Yep.
It's pretty fantastic.
You guys,
Mario.
you guys just get into your vehicle, drive back home.
Yeah, we put our sunglasses on and...
End of session.
Phenomenal, like, epic ending encounter boss battle. Nope. We're done. Let's go. We out.
I feel like one of those DMs that got cheaped out because the bard seduced the big bad boss.
Kinda. Funny thing about this is, I know, someone here has mentioned, it's like, yeah, if we can finish, around 7, that'd be great. Clock hit 7, and then, alright, we're gonna just wipe this encounter out. Sorry, Mario. Nope, we gone.
I'm gonna go get my cat before everyone
Yeah, sounds good.
gets sad.
So, you guys anything else to say, Mario, before we start wrapping up?
Be expecting something big to be happening next session, guys.
He needs revenge.
Not only it's going to be session number 20,
Yeah.
but it's also going to have one of the biggest battles and one of the biggest things I have set up for this encounter for their next session. So you really don't want to miss it.
I like it. I'm really excited because none of my D&D sessions have ever passed 30, and we're approaching it.
Yeah, we're getting close.
So it's like a really cool milestone to hit. So that's good to hear. We should have another episode, Star Wars DnD, coming next week, 4 p.m. Sunday EST. I know I said that in a weird order.
Here.
Yep, Dark should be here. If not, we will kill off his character and go on without him. It's fine. And yeah, so that's 20 sessions of Star Wars D&D. Thank you guys for being here with us along the whole way. If you joined in halfway through it, that is also perfectly fine. If you just joined in today, all the previous episodes can be found over on Dice and Fire. And they are all cataloged there, set up in the playlist. And tomorrow, this episode itself will be uploaded, meaning they're all on there. Kayla has brought a kitten. We have cat. It will be right there.
Do you have one of those cats, Kayla, that hates being held?
She does, but it's funny because this cat absolutely adores me until I pick her up.
Yeah.
But it's the funniest thing ever. She's also kind of sad because my mom is vacuuming, and I walked past her,
yeah.
so she got a little spooky. But this is Gracie. She's very chunky, as you can probably tell, and I am getting cat hair absolutely everywhere.
Looks like she really wants to be there.
Look at her. She gets so mad.
Can I go now?
Mom, you're embarrassing me in front of the live stream.
I love you.
And look at the eye. Look at the eye.
I love cat faces that are being held when they don't want to be held. It's so funny.
She's the best at it too. She gets so angry.
The funny thing is, from what I read, cats only take this. It's just to please their owners, because the cats have this whole: if they please their owners, they get more treats out of it. Or
I mean,
things
hey,
out
it
of
works.
Look at her face.
Come on, we're done here. We're done. One ear peeled back. Like.
I love you.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, on top of all of the Star Wars stuff, we also have ourselves some Awakening coming Tuesday, 10 p.m. EST, where we'll get all spooky on. I think we're going to a photo gala, so.
Yeah, it'll be nice. Where all the spooky stuff usually happens.
Yeah, can't say I've ever been to one in real life, so. Can't
Is there
say
anything? Is there anything else happening next week, Xylo?
Oh, you mean next week, like Saturday, 4 p.m. EST, another D&D thing going on? Is that what you're trying to suggest?
Yes.
Well, people have suggested that, well...
But if you were like, yeah, no, nothing like that.
Yeah, nothing. It seems that people quite liked the Origins of Olympus D&D that happened a couple weeks ago. So we have decided to run another game of it. This time with a new Dungeon Master. Our very own Side Gunner is going to be trying his hand at running us a D&D game, which means I'll be able to play in it. The cast will be slightly mixed up a little, we'll see, and it's going to be quite interesting. So, you get Tuesday, you get Saturday, 4 p.m. EST, and next Sunday, 4 p.m. EST. It's another week of 3 D&D sessions, so hopefully all y'all are excited. I'm going to be streaming here right on this channel, probably a couple other days. Expect to see me on probably Wednesday tomorrow. Wednesday's not tomorrow. I will be here, doing that kind of stuff, as well as putting up lots of other great videos on my YouTube channels. You guys got anything to plug or announce before we get out of here?
I like cats.
No? I love Mev's plugs. I might stream soon. I hope to. It would be awesome if I could stream. I'm busy.
I'm busy. I really want to stream. I actually, while this stream was happening, I bought Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oh, you did it?
On Steam in hopes of streaming that game. I always heard it's an amazing game. I've never played it, and it just came out on PC for the first time. So
a lot of people said it's as good as Skyrim in a lot of regards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is a quite beloved game in the world of video games. So I would be trying it out completely blind because I've never played it in my entire life. So yeah.
Yeah.
That might be happening in the next day or two.
Right before the stream, I was trying to convince Mev not to get the game, so.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, well, it's a lose-lose. You either get the game, play it too much and feel guilty about it, or you get the game, don't play it enough, and, feel like you wasted it. Yeah, feel guilty about it. So, at least make sure you join Mev's stream so his guilt is rewarded. And, yeah. Aside from that, Kayla, aside from having a cat, you can say something about your awesome new channel and other stuff.
I have a cat.
All right, that's enough.
Yeah, that's all she wants to plug, apparently.
Yep, hey, we'll take it. So I guess Mario's going to give us some XP and stuff. I don't know if you want to do that now. And, yeah. We good?
Xylo, play Roblox.
Thank you guys for watching. We're going to see you
Xylo,
next time.
play Roblox.
She's kidding, guys. She's kidding.
Play Roblox.
She's kidding. It's not going to happen, guys. Don't you worry. It's totally not going to happen. Wink, wink.
It's absolutely going to happen, guys.
I will hold out forever. We'll see. See you next time.
Bye.
See you, folks.
Wrong screen. That one.